Hello everyone, welcome to 3-to-3 Plays Pathfinder episode 17. Let me get to our peeps.
Our esteemed players.
Oh, I have to, so, Cooper's here. Come on. Where is, there he is. Boop. You teleported in. So, let me see. Okay, my computer's being difficult, so we're gonna give this another shot. So the last episode, episode 16, was entitled, This Won't Protect Us from a Fever. Lark, feeling unwell from the fight, descended to his room below deck. Marasennah proceeded to interrogate the captive pirate, whom was bound by the sailors at her orders. She learned his name to be Tristado and that he worked for the No Mercies for 4 years and considered them family. After further intimidation and interrogation, she learned the two of the general home bases for the No Mercies, the Sea Slorius' hideaway near the continent of Talia and South Point on the continent of Molstran. Marasennah continued to speak to him and learned he was carrying directives, which she took. She then paid a platinum to Bronzo in order to pay for Tristado's wages, room, and board, encouraging them to forge a relationship as a new employee. During Marasennah's interrogation, Mandalion searched the pirate corpses and found a pile of money, her black opal, expensive bottle of wine, and other valuables of the sailors, which she returned. Marasennah met with Mandalion in Baysmeen to discuss notes she had taken from Tristado, both sealed with the stamp of the censored book. Through the First, Marasennah learned the pirates were taking the crowns and likely meeting a contact in Elisantire by finding who was immune to the Onyx Star, a name familiar, but the party only recognized it to be related to music and high society. Through the second, the party learned the Moon Tower possibly held a relic and did not wish the crowns to be close to it, possibly a crystal. Tristado's mother would be returned if he were successful in retrieving the crowns. Marasennah, exhausted, collapsed into her bed in her now destroyed room, only taking time to prestidigitate the water away. Harry spent the evening taking care of a very injured Mandalion. The party slept about 14 hours, and Mandalion awoke to a note from Baysmeen that they were leaving to seek the crowns, along with the drawing of the party having left on one of the lifeboats. They left the party. Mandalion and Harry prepared their spells for the day before Mandalion woke Marasennah and told them Bay had left. Lark and Harry would likely have matching cannonball wound scars. The party questioned Lark's interest in Harry. Harry put Marasennah's room back together and tossed a broken vial overboard at the behest of Marasennah and Mandalion. Mandalion and Marasennah discussed their plan, with Marasennah revealing she was in the body of Elisantire's court bard. Mandalion attempted to speak to the crown, but did not receive a response, also missing a falling star. Marasennah attempted to play her harp, but broke a string and spent the evening repairing and tuning. During part of their journey, Marasennah noticed the remains of the Moon Tower on the northern coast of Omoon. After a few moments, there were 3 spheres moving about in the orbits of the 3 moons as they were roughly 6,000 years ago. After speaking to Jean, Marasennah realized that this had never been seen before in the sailors' journeys and was advised to reconsider their journey to the Moon Tower. Subsequent days, Marasennah played her harp for the pirates while Mandalion kept to herself, but had a dream of Bay speaking to her while rowing on a boat. Marasennah spent several hours examining the letters acquired from Tristado, learning the stamp of the censored book was created in wax and scorched below it. The message was purposely vague with a hidden intention, but a cipher or some other information was needed, and that there may be or have been magic in the letter, but that the aura was faint and unidentifiable without magic. As the party continued on their journey to Vaux, Marasennah kept an eye on the happenings at the Moon Tower, watching the magic stutter, fail, or break down. As the ship arrived late at night at Vaux, the party took in the volatile nature of the Firelands. Much of the lava was free-flowing, hot enough to keep from hardening over. Much of the area around the Firelands was surrounded by jutting rocky edifices from the cataclysm of the tower's destruction. Marasennah was burned by a small, fiery, fly-like creature. The town itself had little built on the land itself, but was mostly built on logs, allowing the town to float away from the land if the lava would become more fluid. Marasennah received a gift of sausage from Bronzo, wink wink, as the party disembarked. The slippery bottom would return in a week and a half. The party booked rooms and a personal spot for Marasennah at the Throne, one of the floating hotels. After eating heartily, drinking lightly, and being spoiled, Mandalion spoke to Harry about the frequency of falling stars, and Marasennah became so relaxed she was seeing purple as the party went to sleep. Upon waking to breakfast in bed in freshly laundered clothes, Marasennah searched her room and found a blue pearl necklace. Mandalion searched her and Harry's room and found a mysterious bottle with a black substance inside. The stopper had the stylized image of a cat. After opening the bottle, a loud purring was heard, and, after pouring out the bottle, a shadowy, green-eyed, satin-furred cat appeared and ate leftover shrimp before leaping onto Mandalion and blending into the shadows on her clothing, still purring and warm. The party spoke to the woman at the concierge desk of the throne, Amaranda, who warned them away and directed them to a job on the job board in town that pertained to the moon tower. The party went to the job board and saw a several months old posting for the Ensign Empire requesting the protection and investigation of the moon tower, which pointed them to the local diplomatic office. To start, the group first went to secure boats for cheap, owned by Skyland, and saw a variety of boats. The party next went to Henrietta's boats and saw a variety of boats, but they seemed to be low quality and shoddy repaired, giving off several uncomfortable vibes that took the party to pressure Lark into giving up a cookie he took from her due to a glucose intolerance. Marasennah heard a hissing from Mandelion, and Harry revealed the shadow-like cat, to which Marasennah aggressively asked Mandelion to bend over and show me your pussy. The cat was witnessed and admired. In order to explore all options, the party chose to investigate the job posted by the Ensign Empire diplomatic office. They encountered a gruff orc They encountered a gruff orc who gave limited information and would receive a chartered ship that required protection. The party left and decided they were uninterested in the job offer while discussing it outside. Mandelion noticed an old man with a cane listening in. The party addressed him, learned his name to be Coreth, and he offered to take the party to the moon tower at a reduced price if they provided his food. After a test of the landship, excuse me, and how Dolores handled the boat, as well as a brief shopping trip for supplies, the party headed north towards the moon tower. So at this moment, it is early morning-ish. You guys have currently set off in the Firelands. You are witnessing the heat of this location. Lark, I would like you to make a perception check for me.
15.
You notice when you look at Marasennah, having finally woken up and feeling like yourself again, that it's either the light of the lava itself or possibly an inner glow, but the gem on her chest seems to be shining in some way.
What gem on your chest?
There's a gem that's like on my chest. It's like it's got a.
There's like a metal.
Like a filigree and metal coming out of it, like designed around it.
It almost looks like a necklace that's part of her skin and embedded within it.
It's like a.
It's very cool.
It's like a.
Am I aware of this?
Walnut size.
Yes, but you have not been aware of it, the refraction of the light. This is not new information besides the light.
Marasennah, you're glowing there.
Oh, thank you so much for saying
No,
so.
your chest thing.
Taking
This
a night
thing.
at the... Don't touch me, peasant!
That thing's glowing.
But of course it is. I mean,
Does it usually do that?
does it usually do that?
Rarely, but it's not a common occurrence.
It must
But-
just be influenced by the magic of the moon tower that we're going toward.
Do you mind if I observe it for a bit?
You will not stare at my chest.
Oh, just take some quick look and maybe some notes and maybe some measurements. Nothing special.
Okay, I hold the cloak up, over my boobies while I let him inspect it.
Completely platonically, I just start feeling and touching and running and measuring.
So I would like you to roll a perception check and then a heal check.
Okay.
Okay.
7 perception.
Okay?
Do I have a
Starting
heal?
off strong.
Nature, sorry.
Nature, okay, cool. Oh, that's not bad.
Oh, I'm sorry, survival. Survival is heal.
Oh, that's really bad.
11.
Okay, so with your 7 perception, you are intimately familiar with metals based off of your background.
Cool.
This is either platinum or mithril that kind of makes up this design on her chest that surrounds and encapsulates that gem. But with your heal check, you realize that this is not just merely like on her body, it is embedded into her body, possibly more than just skin deep.
Does it hurt when I poke it?
No, it doesn't.
Does it hurt if you try to pick it out?
Well, why would I do that? It's been a part of who I am for a very long time, even in my previous body.
Really?
Not entirely sure why it followed me here, but
This is from your other life.
yes.
Are you trying to pry it out?
Yeah, I just want to see if there's a little wiggle room.
Don't rip it
So-
out of my body.
You start wiggling it, and you feel this like pain in your chest.
Ah! Don't do that!
Does that hurt?
Yes!
Oh. Okay. I won't do
Very much so. It's connected to my body,
it. It is
dumbhead.
embedded into your flesh. But I'm curious as to how far it is
Stop
embedded in your flesh.
touching me.
You could do a craft check on the gem itself.
Yeah, we're about to do that. Did I do is it an appraise?
That's craft.
That's craft.
I lumped it in because I
Yeah.
created the craft skill
Fuck.
because I didn't have it before.
So -2, so 10.
Okay. It seems to be a fairly large gem. But you don't see like bone or anything beneath it. There's a fitting or behind it, so part of the metal that protects the back. Except for right where the point of the gem would be embedded, you see that there's some other connection or something there, but you can't identify it. It may or may not be flesh, but the gem itself is red, which is a little confounding of your results.
Can I roll a spellcraft check to see if the arcane nature of it?
Yes. Do you have detect magic or identify that you'd want to?
I think I think you have spellcraft as a feature or as a skill.
As a,
Notice?
I think so.
I mean, I have spellcraft as a
Checked
check.
Okay.
thing.
skill.
Yeah. Yeah. So why don't you roll a spellcraft check?
That would be a 19.
Nice.
There is definitely strong magic auras, but it seems that the spells that would be within it are too strong for you to necessarily identify what auras they are. You could try again in like 24 hours after you've had more time.
That's her.
But other than that, you're
Very
not.
strong sense of magic, though.
It's definitely magical, but the nature of which you really can't tell.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
It's definitely nothing you've encountered before.
Do you remember how you got that?
I haven't the faintest idea. I actually do not remember.
Do you want me to? Is that a thing for me to?
I don't think she remembers.
Okay.
Then I suppose I might have to take a look at it later, but as of right now, I am sated.
Also, in case you didn't hear, you're fully healed at this point because it's been a while. It's been like a week,
Good.
and Harry took care of you.
Oh, baby.
Oh.
He actually
goodness.
made a little bit less of a dent in your chest by pulling the bones up and setting them.
Ooh.
So you don't have a concave, but you'll have the scar.
I have a magic scar.
That was very creepy, first of all. But
Really?
more pressing matters is, I wonder what these intruders at the moon tower are like. Like, who are they? Why are they there?
What all information did you get from the sailor?
Oh,
Coreth is moving the boat with both a push system, like a rod, and also the mechanical system that you saw before that he's currently propelling. Dolores has settled and kind of is laying down in the boat at your behest, as it would likely be safer.
there were these notes that were on his body. Well, not his body, he's still alive. Well, hopefully not, but he's probably still alive. They made some mentions of some things, and there was a strange symbol on the back. Do you recognize that? You seem to have been mentally absent when I found them, so...
I was preoccupied by the large hole in my chest. But, yeah, it seems as one was... It's strange to me that somebody would actually conscript another to spy on Price or, Pierce, or, actually, I don't know, not be working for her. Clearly that's what this one insinuates. So clearly there's somebody else of bigger nature that has an eye on those crowns other than just...
Do you think these notes were written by someone other than Pierce herself?
Absolutely. That one says itself that it isn't supposed to, try to keep it out of Pierce's eyes and grasp. It's clearly insinuating that somebody else hired this man to
They
try and
didn't
take that
want
down.
Pyrrhus to have the crowns, is what you're saying.
Precisely.
Huh.
That's most unfortunate that she still does, though.
Well, how was that dinky little pirate supposed to keep the crowns away from someone who knew that the crowns existed? Pyrrhus ended up with the crowns either way.
I don't know. Theodore?
I thought that keep them away from Pyrrhus was insinuating keeping us away from Pyrrhus.
I was assuming that it's keeping the crowns away from Pyrrhus.
That's actually quite smart. I don't know what that's supposed to imply, considering he was working for Pyrrhus. And considering how he acted on the boat, he was awfully cowardly to be some kind of stealthy, suave.
It also insinuates that he would get his mother back if everything went according to plan. So he's probably blackmailed by this person to go and spy on Pyrrhus and probably bring back the crowns to her. You managed to... good job on that, Mandelion. You managed to wrestle a correct... The best pirates you could have wrestled, you wrestled the good one.
Well, I do try.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I was the one who put that pirate down. I was the one who scared him into submission, into staying put. And then Paizo Inc helped.
I was under the impression that you...
No, this was from the live pirate.
Yes.
The one that continued.
Mandelion had given him the pearl, or the black opal. That was her interaction with that pirate.
I thought this was the pirate that we... the one that survived.
Mm-hmm.
That we wrestled to the ground. Mandelion and the other pirates wrestled to the ground. And then you were the one...
Mandelion was busy keeping Harry alive by holding the cannonball in his chest.
Was it the sailors?
Well,
that
there was
wrestled
one
him?
point where I did stop that.
Yeah, you
Oh, that's right.
Way.
Oh, that's
And
right.
The sailors.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
wrestled him
you
down.
did trip them. That's right. Okay.
So
Yeah.
we managed to capture that one because of you. We managed to get the information out of it because of you.
Yeah, you know. In a roundabout, clumsy way, as Mandelion does everything.
Okay.
I'm curious about what this crystal is. Do we know anything about I'm talking to the sailor. Do you know
Coreth.
anything? What, one more time?
Coreth,
Coreth.
the guide.
Yep. Coreth, me man.
Yes.
Do you know anything about the crystal at the moon tower? You said that you had been there once before. Do you remember anything like that?
I was quite young whenever I went to the Moon Tower, but frankly, there's a lot of myths and legends about the Moon Tower itself. I mean, even when it did exist, it was 6,000 years ago that it collapsed in the Calamity. Now, supposedly, it had the power to affect the moons and other things. Depending on when you were around, I'm sure you may have seen the orbits of moons. They seemed off. I can't tell you how, but there were spheres moving in orbit above in that green glow. I think that there might be a source of power, but I think at this point it's probably speculative. Now, I have ideas about what the cataclysm was that destroyed the Moon Tower, if you're interested in them, but you didn't pay me in order to talk to me about my theories, so...
Well, we would like to know. So what's your price?
I don't have a price. I'm just happy to share. But I may have some questions for you.
Sure, fire away.
I have nothing to hide from somebody who doesn't know about me past.
That is probably, quite possibly, the most sketchiest thing you could have said.
You think so?
You need to work on that.
I
You
probably...
kind of nod, just...
I wasn't wrong, though. What do you want to know? What do you
Well,
want to know?
first, my theory is you notice the blatant lava and magma around us just free-flowing, and it never seems to harden for a very long time.
I hadn't noticed.
You're clever, or very unwise, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Yes.
I think. So I've heard legend that there are other things called planes that house different things. I think there's a plane of fire, and I bet there is a link somewhere here, and that is where all of this lava and magma is coming from. Now, whether that was intentional or caused by the moon tower or an attempt to destroy the moon tower, I don't know. But that would probably explain why there's all kinds of fiery creatures that are particularly dangerous in these locations.
Is there any notable like volcanoes around here that we know of?
You can roll a knowledge check.
Yeah.
Or actually, roll a society check, because that would be a history local.
Ooh, I don't.
What did you get?
6.
There are no volcanoes in this area that you know of. The only volcano you know of is Mount of Volsa, which is kind of way north of you.
Wait, no.
There may be more in other mountain ranges, but that's the only currently active volcano. But this has been, as far as you know, burning and toiling and constantly churning. But it doesn't seem to be flowing any particular direction or expanding the land. At least not like a volcano you would think of in our world.
Would I know anything about the planes? Is there like a theory, kind of like the multiverse theory in this?
You could make a...
Would you know anything about
You
the
could make a
planes?
religion check and or a spellcraft check with you at spellcraft at disadvantage.
Okay, let's take spellcraft to disadvantage.
Okay.
19.
You know other planes do exist, a plane of fire specifically. You're not familiar with how the portals necessarily work. You know that there's spells that can take you there, so it's not beyond reason that there could be a portal that's just
Is that
constantly...
a commonly known thing? Planes.
It's
and those
not
things?
super
Or is it like a
common.
legend?
It's not a legend. It's not common knowledge, but it's not uncommon.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Kind of.
It's entirely plausible. You know portals have existed, at least temporary ones, but it's not unfathomable that a permanent one may not exist.
Okay. I would say that's a pretty fair assumption.
Especially with all manner of creatures. I'm sure you've seen the fireflies.
I have not.
You see a scorch mark on Marasennah's cheek from the fly that ran into her upon arrival.
Well, just look at it. Scorch mark.
Well, I was stung by something, yes.
If you ever see any of those, you can either spray water or duck down. I have a limited supply of protection from fire. But just as a recommendation, don't engage them. If you have ice or water usage, definitely want to keep that on hand.
It's a shame.
Most creatures that happen to be here are affected by ice or water.
No, just. Oh.
He continues to push the boat. You see a glowing cloud off in the distance, which you recognize as the fireflies. And Coreth points over at the cloud. That's a group of fireflies, so I'm going to go around them rather than through them. They happen to group around more hardened bits of lava anyways, unless they're moving. I think that they function like ants, where there might be a queen, but they're mostly just swarms. They're not intelligent enough to really do anything unless you piss them off, or happen to get in their way when they fly around.
It's fascinating creatures.
Hard to catch, though.
I don't think I have a jar or a net.
Nets wouldn't do you any good anyways. Mandeline, is there anything that you are doing during this time?
No, I'm just listening and observing.
Okay. Do you have any other questions, or?
You said that you had questions for us.
I said I might. At the moment, I'm just more curious. We briefly touched on you heading to the Moon Tower as chroniclers or historians, I think. Something along those lines.
You could say that.
Are you, what is your end goal with the Moon Tower?
Recording history, exploration.
magical inquiry.
I've heard, recently, within the past few years, of vampires searching out the moon tower for some power within it. I don't know how that works.
Are vampires common knowledge?
You would know about them.
They're nasty buggers.
They are. And they're three types. You know that there's three types, but you may not know all of them, but you know the gist that they suck blood. So I'm assuming it's something to do with the moons. Frankly, I don't know much more about that, but it's just a rumor. But something to keep in mind that you may encounter some bloodsuckers.
Only we managed to have bought chainmail chokers.
You'd want plate mail, not chainmail. Don't give them holes to go through.
Plate mail chokers.
I highly doubt those would work either. But...
Oh, have you encountered vampires much?
Oh, once or twice in my life, darling. Being a gnome has its perks.
How do you fend off a vampire? Is it true that holy water and garlic and wooden stakes?
Oh yes, darling, all of those things are great deterrents for night crawlers such as those.
I also heard if you have a bag of rice and you throw it down, they have to count every single piece of rice.
God, I hate it when people throw rice on the ground.
Me too.
Is that real?
It's an old mythology.
You can't place them there.
That's
you have
Coreth.
to pick them all up, count them, make sure that
I have garlic if you'd like some, just in case.
No, thanks. I'm pretty averse to the smell myself. Thank you. You are disgusting.
If it works, it works. Thanks.
Do I
You can keep that.
How do I feel about this smell?
For you, it's more of a force of
Unpleasant.
habit as opposed to.
Okay,
It doesn't actually.
I'm gonna take a distance from him.
It actually smells good at this current state, but it's definitely you have a history.
No, I'm walking away.
You should probably put a little bit of garlic on your on your mule there, my friend.
Oh yeah, that's a very good idea. I'm gonna take a couple cloves and
All right, so you
Make a necklace. Put
weave them into Dolores. Well, I guess she doesn't really have a name. She's a mule. Necklace. Yeah.
All right, so you now have a garlic necklace for
It's like a Hawaiian lei, but garlic.
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
You know, have you ever heard of garlic bread? If you actually put it out on one of these slabs, and you put bread and butter and garlic, and then you can actually toast it over the lava, it's perfect. Delicacy here.
That sounds delicious.
Do we have any bread?
No.
Wasted opportunity.
No one has bread.
No one has bread.
It doesn't
I
last
don't think
very
that. Let
long.
me check Dolores. Hold on.
Do we have any?
If I do,
sliced
it's going to
bread?
be like super old.
Do
I
it.
do have bread.
Yeah.
You have a stale
Molded
piece of bread.
As fuck.
Stale.
Yes.
Very stale as fuck bread.
Gross.
Does anybody have butter?
We don't have butter though.
You can't milk a mule, can you?
No, you cannot.
That was Coreth, by the way. Oh, okay. Well, you can melt cheese on it.
Garlic toast.
So after you continue to advance, do you guys have anything that you want to do immediately on this journey? Have more conversations as time goes on?
I think I'm alright.
I think we're pretty okay.
Okay. So while you're on this boat, is anyone keeping watch? Is anyone assisting Coreth or doing any other duties that may assist in your journey?
I would.
Oh, I would definitely assist Coreth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything.
I would help him while also pestering him about how the magic of his boat works,
Okay.
and keep an eye out for anything.
Okay, so you're splitting it between those three things? Okay. Marasennah, are you doing anything?
Imagining my future vacation home in the lava.
Okay. So, Mandeline, I would like you to roll a d20. And
Okay.
Lark, I would like you to roll 3 at disadvantage.
Cool.
I got 15.
15? Okay.
So I got 10. 12.
Okay.
And 15.
So, you assist Coreth. He kind of, for Mandeline, he shows you how the boat works and kind of explains, like, as he needs to relieve himself, he shows you how to manage the boat, and you continue to move it forward. He also eats a ration while you drive the boat, and he gives you some tips. So you could attempt to drive the boat by yourself if necessary in the future.
Okay.
You get distracted a little bit, but you could attempt to do the boat as well, albeit you don't quite have it down as well as Mandelion.
I have it in theory, but execution, that's a lot harder.
He tells you about the enchantments that are under the boat and how it's abjuration and like kind of an endurance spell that's been wrapped around the boat. Kind of extends up and you kind of feel the heat difference, and there's a very, rather than a hard line like you're used to, there's kind of a dissipation within like 6 inches.
That's pretty cool.
And then I'm sorry, the third thing, and then you were keeping watch. So you paying attention, you're not sure of like all of the creatures here, but every time you see the flies, you just kind of point them out as kind of a avoid that thing. You also notice that there's kind of a fire cyclone off in the distance. That it's not very high, maybe 20 or 30 feet, but it's definitely noticeable as the bubbling lava kind of moves out.
Double with fire.
Exactly, yeah.
I would definitely avoid that.
And Marasennah, you roll a d20 for me.
Um,
8.
You are theorizing away on how to build a mobile home on the lava itself, and you think that you may have a couple spells in your repository in your tower, but none of them immediately jump to mind, so you kind of jump to the extravagance of having a pool that's constantly heated. And maybe thinking about how you could build on the cliffs near the moon tower, which you see in the distance.
Seeing the moon tower, do I notice any differences as we're traveling?
Sure. So you guys continue to do this for a few hours. You guys eat 1 ration and 1.5 for your gentleman. So whoever's keeping track of...
I thought we just paid like a...
Oh, yeah, you did pay in advance.
General,
Yeah. You paid his in advance. So just everyone mark off a ration. So as you continue to go through the day, he moves about in kind of a zigzag pattern, avoiding various threats, some of which he mentions to you, other ones, it just seems like he has an intuitive knowledge of the land as he's been doing this for so long. And Marasennah, as you're looking over at the moon tower, why don't you roll perception with advantage? Since you had observed it before in great detail.
Okay. Well, let me just... that's not great. 15.
You see that there's kind of a green glow, but it doesn't ever seem to coalesce into the shapes you've seen before. As night seems to fall, it's different because there's this constant ambient, very warm light around you. But you notice that there are lights on the moon tower itself, and there seems to be 2 sets. Around the base, at least what you can see, there seems to be more of an orange glow from torches or some other form of light. Atop the moon tower, besides the green glow that's coalescing, there's kind of a whiteness, just this paleness that kind of will occasionally occur. There's also seems to be like a movement that you can see up top. You see it on the ground below, but there's very slow, deliberate, almost movement atop the tower.
Is it the tower itself that's moving?
No, it's...
Or it's just like a mirage type of effect?
Or something in front of the light that is moving about and giving that movement.
What shape is this tower?
So the tower is, from this distance, round, and it appears to break off. This edifice is very large, and you can tell even from 3 days' distance away.
Okay.
But it seemed to have broken at some point, so You're not quite sure.
Standard cylindrical tower.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then it kind of has like a point where it's broken on one part and comes up, and it seems to kind of slope and have a few tiers of it.
Okay.
There's a lot of rubble at the base,
Okay.
and it stretches for a very long distance. It seems like whatever this was maybe a mile or two high, but it's hard to tell
But
from
now
the
that
state of
it's,
the ruins.
Yeah, broken down and everything. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Great.
So do you choose to take watches?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Who is taking first watch?
I'll
I
take
will.
last watch.
Okay. You only need 2 watches with the
Oh.
number of party here.
Can I assist whoever's watching?
Like you just want to the whole night, or? Okay, so who's taking first watch? So Mandalion is first watch.
Yes.
Coreth is taking second. He's going to actually ask you to drive during the night, Mandalion.
Okay.
Then I will help
Marasennah.
Marasennah with the watch.
Second watch? Because
Yeah,
currently
second
it's Marasennah and Coreth in the second watch, and Harry and Mandalion in the first. And, okay. Okay, and work. Alright, so Mandalion, I would like you to make a craft check for me.
Okay. 14.
Okay. You managed to keep the boat fairly, it doesn't jostle, it seems to move fairly smooth. And Harry is keeping watch. You're kind of showing off a little bit, like, look at this. Look at this. Ooh.
God.
Lark points out a few threats and things that are kind of strange, which you avoid.
That's scary.
But you keep an idea on the moon tower itself, so you know roughly where you're going.
That's probably bad.
Nothing seems to occur during your watch, so you switch over. You continue to watch like the clouds of the fireflies, which you point out over the course of switching watch. So Coreth drives the ship. Marasennah and Lark, how are you assisting?
We're driving the ship?
Are you keeping watch, or are you
Well,
going
I was
to
gonna
attempt to
take
learn?
second watch, but
Okay, yeah, this is second watch.
okay,
Good
then
one.
I watch.
Okay, and
But
are you
do I
assisting
go?
or watching?
I assist.
Okay,
Okay.
so I would like you to both roll a d20 for me.
Okay. 13.
Okay. You managed to learn a little bit better how the ship itself maneuvers, but Coreth kind of takes the lead on it. Marasennah, you notice maybe 100 feet ahead there's kind of a bubble of lava that seems to be swelling up and then kind of sinks back down.
Okay. I'd like to continue watching that spot, just to
Okay.
make sure.
It seems like it's going to be at its closest point, maybe 40 feet off the starboard bow.
Okay.
And you watch as you kind of get closer, and the bubble seems to be shifting closer in your direction.
Captain, watch out for that over there.
Oh shit!
Are there whales in an ocean of lava?
Think magma oozes.
Are there magma?
Ooh, I could use this to protect my vacation home.
And you watch as the ooze kind of rises off the right side as he's pulling away. I think if we keep moving, we can stay out of the way.
Do you want me to shoot it?
You can certainly make an effort if you would like. If anything that ice or cold can slow it down.
Ray of Frost.
Alright, so you shoot a ray of frost.
Yeah.
I would like you to make a touch attack. Range touch attack.
Unfortunately, my cold spell I actually have to touch with, so...
So you'd be like,
Tie me up to the boat.
We're gonna put you on an oar. So that's 19 to hit.
Right, so this ray of frost shoots from your hand, and you watch as it catches the bubble, and there's kind of this creeping darkness as it starts to solidify. You watch it cracking. It seems to slow down slightly, but it's still coming closer to the boat. Right. And you watch as it slows down, shrinks a little bit, but still continues in your direction. You can make another attack if you would like. Okay. Roll to hit as you shoot another ray of frost from your other hand.
That one is 19.
Okay, that one also hits.
3 more.
And you watch as it kind of backs off. And you hear kind of this crackling as the ice is sizzling and boiling immediately upon touching the lava.
It's not much, but it's something.
I don't see magic very often, but that's pretty useful.
You would be surprised how useful magic comes in. It's a common misconception that it's a terrible blight on the land. It's actually a very useful and proper art if well managed by wise and intelligent people.
I think you're right, but you have to look at what happened to the land here and understand why the bias exists.
I understand that the bias exists because of politics and people. People are shitty.
Well, and he kind of looks at the Firelands. It makes land shitty after a while.
And beautiful. And dangerous.
Seems like
Fair
you're...
point. Call it even.
So after you fend off, the day occurs and you see the sun rising, and it appears to be a bit cloudy. Actually, why don't any of you or all of you roll a nature check?
Nature.
Nope.
I got 8.
8?
Mine was almost
Yes.
great, but it
15.
it doesn't matter.
Okay. So Mandalion and Marasennah, it looks like clouds. You realize that this is ash and smoke. So something is probably burning.
Try not to breathe that in, everybody.
You mean like the entirety of the lava?
The entire mass ground that we're on? Yeah. Try not to breathe that in either.
With that nature check,
Why do I smell smoke?
you can make a perception check.
Our boat's on fire.
I'm too busy
Oh,
looking at the
boy.
ceiling. We got a 5.
So it looks like,
Something is burning, but
You
I probably
see-
just this everything.
because it takes you about 3 days to reach, to the left you see a forest, way in the distance of palm trees, and you see part of it is on fire.
Oh.
Crew, if you look to the left of our ship, you'll
Ah.
see a burning forest.
The Miracle Forest, actually.
The miracle forest?
It's one of the only outcroppings of trees outside of Mirvo that currently exist. Occasionally it burns. It's very rare that it did now.
It's unfortunate.
It is. There's actually
The
a...
name miracle insinuates good. It's on fire.
Well, it still managed to exist.
I guess that's true. That is a miracle.
Supposedly, some mysterious fae live in that forest and protect it, so keep an eye on it. You may see something interesting. You can't see very well, so if you have a spyglass or some way to look, that's the only way to... Do you have a spyglass?
No.
Okay. You still see the same thing.
Screw you, Mandalorian.
You hear this conversation, Mandalorian.
I actually do have a spyglass.
Really?
Would anyone like to use it?
Yes,
to
please.
observe
Alright, so you hand over your spyglass
to whom?
Lark.
Well, I'm keeping an eye on that motherfucker.
Just let me look through it with your hand.
Yeah, luckily, we can't go very far, so yes.
I can only run so
Tell
far.
us what you see.
Why don't you roll a perception check with a +5?
Natural 20! Plus
Oh.
5.
Mm.
Roll to confirm.
Minus 2.
Damn.
13 plus 5.
18? Or total?
Minus 1. 7.
Okay. So, it feels like while Mandelion's holding it, you manage to, like, adjust it, and you see something in the distance. It's kind of a flurry of blue and green, and it's just kind of this misty cloud, and you watch as the fire is actually put out. And you see there's a cloud of blue something that kind of fades back into the forest.
Child, love me some cloud to do something.
Marasennah, come over here and look at this. I'll hold you up. You see it?
Do I see it?
You do see it
Blue.
Okay.
after it's pointed out to you.
Do I know what it is?
You can make a
I'll put her down
religion check.
and be like,
Grr.
Dandelion, you see that over there?
Only 10.
It might be.
Alright, spyglass.
Okay, why don't you roll a religion check as well? You think it might be Fey, but it could also be some defensive spell.
And to be fair, I only think that because he already said
Yeah.
Fae. So, it's like some kind of Fae creature. I already said that! Totally
Very well
original
planned,
idea.
Marasennah. Yes, that was a very good observation.
What did you get, Mandalorian?
5.
Oh,
It's probably water.
Yeah, looks like water to me, guys. I don't know what you're talking about.
water has a lot of magical properties if you think about it.
It's true. And then, may I? Coreth asked for the spyglass.
Yes, here you go, sir.
I think it might be pixies? Or some other type of forest fae?
I've heard of that in my reading. Never actually seen one though.
They're
A couple at the bar, but
little.
that ended up actually not being real.
What are you doing?
This is my compass.
Oh, it's a little. He folds up the spyglass and hands it to you. You don't really want to encounter a group of pixies. They are tricksters and are willing to put others in danger.
That's what they say about gnomes too, but yet here I am.
You're not a very tricksy gnome.
You have also put
That
us in
you
danger.
know of. Well, that's your fault
Corey.
for hanging out with me.
This is also fair.
And you realize it is now 2 days until your birthday.
Okay.
Whether or not you tell anyone about it.
You shall have that.
I told Patrick.
Are you whispering it or just saying, it's 2 days until my birthday?
Well, just whenever we're by ourselves, I'll just be like, 2 days until my birthday. Did you get mommy anything?
He licks the side of your face.
I'll assume it's a surprise then.
Mandalion and Lark can make perception checks at disadvantage to see if they hear this. If you beat a 15, you hear it.
No.
Okay,
Nope.
area
I
dissolves.
got a 1.
I tell about the fairies I once saw at a bar.
It makes it sound like you were talking to a large prostitute, dressed as a pixie.
There was also a bear, an otter, and a fairy.
Ew.
I think you were in a gay bar.
I think I was too.
Were there a lot of cocktails?
There were only cocktails. Lots of phallic statues.
You know, I think you were in a gay bar.
How do you know what a gay bar is, Coreth?
He's a sailor. Right?
Oh.
Ahoy there, looking for a port?
You would get along so well with the other sailors in that.
My sister actually owns a gay bar, so you can get
As we do.
really good investment, actually.
The gays like their bars.
And the phallic jokes.
The pixie pun.
Oh. Well, now somewhere there's the pixie pub. Okay, I'll figure out where that goes.
It's gonna be in a safe house.
You're gonna build your secret base in the
Can our
pixie
new
pub.
secret base be in a gay bar, please? We had a church. Okay, we had a church. We had a brothel.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think we deserve to have a gay bar.
I think that's
But that
the
was it.
natural
We
progression.
really didn't stay at the brothel that long,
I
though.
would say we stayed at the brothel more than we did at the church.
No.
Oh, no. You're right.
We were only there for like a day, maybe.
Yeah.
But still, it was a headquarters. Of sorts.
But God knows we worked out everything idea and economic mechanic of that.
It made my
Brothel.
brain melt. I don't want to talk about the logistics of running a brothel anymore.
I learned so much that decision.
So you have a moment where you just feel lost in a past life. And then you come back to reality with Mandalion snapping you, hello.
Eating out with everything.
The only person who didn't have a problem.
I was reminiscing of my gay bar experience, I guess.
Yeah. Whatever that may be.
So let's avoid the fairies and that spinning fiery tornado.
What? Which you see is moving rapidly towards you.
Can we avoid that, please?
I can try. Do you have anything to stop wind?
No.
No rain cloud? Nothing?
How many people do you just assume have rain clouds in their pockets, good sir? You just mentioned that it was odd that magic existed.
You know, it's not an odd question if he shoots ice out of his fingertips.
Let's just see what I do.
Let me see if there's any creatures I can summon that could help.
Floating disc.
Okay. You could keep us above the lava if everything sinks.
For a little bit.
Only one of those.
I'll check to see if
Okay.
I have any monsters, but...
Harry will also look at his spells.
Because everybody's so prepared! Yay!
I think Red Frost is my only ice thing.
You used it all up.
No, it's a.
It was also happened the day before. So all of your spells have been refreshed.
That's cool.
I can't Google anything right now because internet is stupid.
Ray of Frost is a 0-level spell. I can just shoot that as many times as I want.
Okay.
Well, the only water-related thing I could summon is a dolphin, and I don't think it would be very, I don't think it would be very happy.
Shit.
I mean, if I had second level, I could summon a water elemental, but I do not have second level, so... Poop!
I have nothing that can affect wind. I can shoot little ice rays.
He hands you a bottle. Throw this if it gets close. Don't open it.
I think you should open it.
You're like the little devil. And then there's the Carrie.
Do not open it.
My morbid
Don't
curiosity.
lie.
While I'm digging around for things
That's
in my
2
pack.
votes to open it. There's 3 votes against it. We're outnumbered. Unless Pack Rat is also voting to open it.
While I'm digging through my pack, can I figure out, or like, look at my blue pearl necklace and figure out if that's something special?
Sure. Are you, like, looking for magical?
Yeah, or
Okay.
just anything.
Roll a spellcraft check.
Okay. Oh, 19.
This actually does have an evocation spell on it.
Okay.
And I think you can actually get a word, the activation word, from a spellcraft check.
It's written here in tiny writing.
On the back of the pendant.
On the back of the pendant. Butt flaps.
No, butt flaps. It's the elven word for butt flaps.
What is the elven word for butt flaps?
Eyes.
You actually find out that you know the activation word, but you don't know what the spell is. It's the elvish word for water.
Oh. Well then.
But
I'll put it on.
alright, you are now wearing a blue pearl necklace.
Okay. Fancy that.
Does any of us know Elven? Not me. Okay.
See, it sounds like the elven word for water, but it's very close to the elven word for butt flaps.
Only word for what?
Butt flaps.
Okay, well, I guess I'll just get that word ready while we wait for this thing to get close.
Alright. So, as it starts to draw closer to you, we're gonna take a break.
Oh.
Alright, we'll be right back, all.
Yay.
Hello, everyone. We're back.
Meow!
So at this point, off the right, about 20 feet, you watch as this fiery cyclone seems to coalesce, and you see this humanoid staring at you. And you see that they seem to be made of fire with 3 very long claws, and you hear this noise coming from their throat, and it sounds like the crackling of flames. Do any of you speak Ingen?
I sure do not.
I sure do not either.
Yeah, no.
Harry does not either, because I rolled for it, because I didn't ever plan out his languages.
What
Coreth.
about Coreth?
Coreth kind of...
You work in the fireplace?
You hear kind of this, it's not quite the same sound, but it's like, yeah. And the creature kind of crosses her arms and looks at all of you and...
I wave.
It kind of tilts its head and then does a very similar wave, and you see the claws, and the eyes are very fiery, and just kind of look closer at you. And it looks at what you're holding, and kind of seems to sign for you to put it down.
Okay, down.
And it talks to Coreth, and Coreth looks at you. This is a Magmin.
Magmin?
Magmin, M-A-G-M-I-N. They don't want to fight. They would just like us to avoid their home because they have a cooking pool here.
Ray of Frost! Sorry.
A ray of frost, or they have a magma pool here that they have seasoned for their food, and so they just want us to go around.
I see no problem with that whatsoever.
I figured you would not, but... And he kind of waves, and you guys turn left and go around.
Enjoy your spicy food!
Thanks for remaining civil with us.
And
Seems like a nice fella.
you kind of wave, and you watch as Coreth drops some rocks over the edge, and you see the Magmen later come and collect them and walk away. Magmen believe that they live in magma pools and they have different purposes, and they use minerals and other things to season or prepare special pools for purposes, whether it's relaxing or cooking.
That's fascinating.
They're interesting.
Aw.
There's some of them, but they're not seen really anywhere else. So
How did you learn their language, sir?
When you live in a land of fire, you think about it. A lot of the creatures I would think are from the plane of fire would speak this language, so I thought I might learn it. I don't know many. I know this and Common and Elvish for some reason, which isn't very useful. But that one seems to come in handy, so.
You know Elvish as well.
I do, he says in Elvish.
What?
That's how you say I do in Elvish.
Oh.
I'll say something to the extent of, it's nice to know in Elvish.
How do you speak English?
Do you speak Elvish, Mandalorian?
I do not.
Okay.
Me neither! I'm taking notes.
So you have a
though.
small conversation, just like, it's nice to see someone know something other than their own language.
So how do you say I do in Elven? I'm taking.
Hey, I know other languages.
This up
And he gives you
Not
like
Elvish.
he gives you the phrase for I do.
Deonba.
So if you're ever getting married, that's how you complete it.
How do I say I do not?
Deonba. Deonba de.
Known Elvish.
Why don't you make a oh my gosh.
Are you just writing this
Make
down
a
in your
society check to see how well you have this down.
book?
Not well.
You could keep
8.
reading it and
You
practicing.
can write it down, and you got it down. You
Cool.
almost have it pronounced, but it sounds like the word for goat.
No, Deond.
Goat.
God damn it! You can't just keep saying goat out loud.
It's always helped me in every other situation I possibly could be in.
Yes, please, by all means, speak to elves like
Goats
that.
are always
How well it goes.
helpful.
They are always helpful. How do you know Elven?
That's for me to know and for you to not know.
That is exactly what is going on here. How do we remedy that situation?
I don't think she wants to tell you. That's Harry.
Oh. Well, that's just rude.
I'm assuming it's royalty. I mean, Elven's high society, right? Right?
I suppose. I mean, half elves know it too, but they're not.
That's racist.
It comes from a place.
How dare you!
I missed that completely.
He made like a
racist
gesture.
assumptions and-
Yeah, he's making
Elves
racist assumptions
not
about
being-
half-elves not being
Snobby.
hoity-toity.
Yeah!
Oh,
But
okay.
elves being hoity-toity.
Okay.
Just saying. I'm taking notes on Elvish.
Okay.
I want to learn Elvish.
Okay. So another day passes. You consume another amount of rations.
Is it my birthday?
Almost.
Oh, tomorrow.
Tomorrow is your birthday.
Ooh.
One more sleep. One more sleep.
Are you doing the same thing, taking the same watches, doing the same actions?
Yeah! Except I also want to learn how to do Elvish, because I now know a little bit about how
Okay.
to steer the... Do I know how enough to steer the boat? Between me and Mandyland, we'd probably be able to do the boat.
You have a little bit more difficulty. It kind of stutters a little bit, but you could probably try in a pinch. It may take you a couple efforts. You and Mandeline can probably do it.
Okay, then I want to learn how to speak Elvish.
Okay.
We can do it. We can
So Mandeline, I would like you to roll to drive the boat, which is a craft check.
Okay. Ooh, okay. 15.
So you see the another column of fire, and from your previous interactions, choose to go around it purposefully, avoiding the pools. You also see bubbles and hard spots, and you maneuver in the general direction of where you're going. Harry points out a particularly noticeable explosion in the distance of lava as it seems to erupt, and kind of points that out. And I would like you to roll perception, Mandeline.
Oh. 9.
You see another shooting star going in the same direction as all the others. And then another. And then another. And
Just
you
3?
you think that this might be the beginning of the meteor shower that Harry told you about. Harry doesn't seem to notice. He's too busy focusing on the lava.
So romantic. Oh my god!
All right.
The hall's on fire!
You pass
Hey,
over.
I'm driving the boat. I can't do nothing.
All right. So you pass that on as you go over. You explain that you moved around things, and Coreth actually applauds you for it.
Thank you, Cora.
And then he kind of sets you down, and you choose to take time to go to sleep. Coreth is moving the boat. I would like you both to... So you're rolling to try and learn Elvish
Yeah!
from Coreth, or...
Yeah,
Okay.
because she's asleep now.
And Marasennah, are you keeping watch or teaching him Elvish? Or both?
Probably both, like, correcting him if he's pronouncing
Okay,
things
I would like you to
stupid.
roll 2d20s at disadvantage.
Okay, and then if I could also, while I'm watching, be keeping an eye on the moon tower as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, with disadvantage?
Yes, please.
Oh god, that's a nat one.
Okay.
You can't hear
So that's just the language portion. You
Okay.
you don't you aren't hardly paying attention, so you throw in random words that kind of confuse him. But now you roll again at disadvantage for your perception check.
Please be better. Okay, 15.
Coreth is also a little distracted and keeps throwing wrong words at you as he rolled a natural 1, teaching you Elvish.
Oh no, you have two
But I would like
natural
you-
one teachers.
I would like you to roll a d20.
Oh no.
18.
You start to realize that they told you enough that you realize that the syntax is wrong, like these words shouldn't follow each other. But then you realize that they're kind of focusing on other things, and you're taking that into
we're like
account.
the neglectful parents. Mommy, Daddy, can you teach me Spanish? Why aren't they paying attention to me?
So you learn words, and you learn what they mean, but they don't fit in the correct sentence that you would... It's like, instead of I am boat, it's I boat am. Or, like, I am on a boat on I am. So, with your perception checks, you notice the same clouds of these creatures before. You're not as focused on the lava as you are on the moon tower. I'm sorry, what was your last roll for the moon tower perception?
15.
Okay. You notice the same thing, the same movement, but you realize as you get closer, there's probably 10 or 20 movements at the base-ish of the tower. You're about a day away, so it's hard to tell whether or not it's moving in the same creature or different creature. So there's between, you would say, 10 and 20 creatures.
Okay.
There's about 4 or 5, maybe, on the top, but you're not 100% certain that you're accurate in those numbers. The green glow doesn't happen, but you do hear this large bang that kind of echoes.
Is Mandalion awake? Are you awake, Mandalion?
And Mandalion is not awake at the
okay.
moment, but you can choose.
This is what? Yeah.
This is during your watch, but you can
Yeah,
choose to
I
wake
was
Mandalion.
just curious.
Okay.
Mandalion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna shake you. Mandalion,
What? What's going on? What?
I hate to bother you, but is there any chance that I could borrow your spyglass for just a moment?
Absolutely. What's going on?
I see movement out by the moon tower, but there was a rather loud noise also. Did you notice that? Or no, I guess it wasn't enough to wake you up.
Yeah, I'm a very deep sleeper, but yeah,
If you
let's take a
wanted
look
to
at this. What's
supervise
going
me,
on?
yes. Let's go back up to the top of shit.
Alright, so
Okay.
make a perception check with a +5.
Ooh. Ah, gosh, dang it.
That's
15.
Okay, so with the advantage of sight, you can get your estimate is probably closer to 15 to 20 creatures down below.
Oh, okay.
The light from above seems to be obscuring your view, mostly because of the angle that you're now at. You're closer looking up at the moon tower as opposed to at a distance, so you can't
Okay.
quite tell. But you see that there is, like, smoke coming out of some of the windows of the moon tower midway through.
Okay.
Hmm.
There's also a small fire down at the base of the tower.
I mean,
And
minus the lava that's presumably...
there's no
coming.
lava on this. So what happens
up
is there's
on
a
a cliff.
cliff,
Oh, okay.
and the lava's down below at the base.
Okay.
There's some that does flow down, but it doesn't seem to stagnate nearly as much.
Okay.
It almost looks like the moon tower is being attacked right now. There's smoke billowing.
What? Coreth.
There's smoke billowing out the windows.
May I?
How do you say that in Elvish?
Back?
Being attacked.
Oh.
The moon tower
You
is
got the
being
same
attacked.
roll. I can't tell, but the smoke coming out of there is disturbing.
Yes.
He
it
gives
is.
you your spyglass back. Did you want to look as well, Mandalion?
Yeah, sure. Let me take a look. I
Roll
don't
perception.
see anything. Oh, no. Seriously?
If I bust us some.
12.
You see about the same things as they were pointed out to you. Don't get any more information.
Okay.
Did
So
you-
this kind of smoke of this is not normal for the moon tower, is what you're saying, Cora.
Correct. nothing really should be happening at the Moon Tower. It's an abandoned building, except for maybe smoke as people build a fire and look inside.
Right, because tourists and
Yeah,
stuff.
but the booming should not be happening.
Well, we did hear that there was possibly some rowdy hooligans there.
You
Maybe.
must kill them if they are destroying the Moon Tower. And you see that there's this fire and passion behind Coreth that you haven't seen yet.
We're
And
still
he
at...
speeds up the boat as you start moving closer, like almost at slightly uncomfortable speed. Not quite like not quite like speedboat, but definitely like there's a definite increase in speed.
We must proceed with caution. We don't want to be coming right up on an attack if we're going to get attacked. We need to be smart
Or
about
go
this.
through anybody's stew while we're driving here. Like,
Also
that's a
true.
good point.
Steve.
Yeah,
Any
Madeline,
kind
I
of-
agree.
So, you guys, who's taking the lead on that influence check?
Me.
All right.
Yes.
So
Marcy.
everyone else can roll d20s if you get and add your influence. If you get above 10, you give a +2 to Marasennah.
Ooh.
Oh, I got a natural one.
You kind of
I
like
wavered a little bit and then fell onto the one.
you're a little tired.
23.
19.
Ooh. 25.
Oh,
He
yes.
just- You're right. I'm just very passionate about this location.
I know that you feel a lot for
If they are
us.
destroying it, please promise me you make them pay.
We can't
We
do a
will
whole
bring
lot
them
if
to
we die. We
justice.
need to be smart about how we're planning this.
We will rob their corpses and make them pay.
And he just
Yes.
breathes in. And you continue to move and you arrive at the base of the trail to the Moon Tower on Marasennah's birthday.
Yay! It's my birthday!
So you wake up, and I would like you to roll a d20 for me.
Ooh, birthday! That's on my keyboard before.
A 4?
Yeah.
If it landed on there or whatever, roll.
Okay, is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
12.
You feel wiser, as if your years have finally come to assist you. You add a +1 permanent bonus to your wisdom.
Woo! Like the score.
Getting old.
To the score.
Ooh, I'm getting old.
Old
And if that increases, make sure you carry over any bonuses as well.
What is, it's on odd numbers?
That's how I do it, yes.
Okay. So, no, but I feel a little bit wiser.
This is almost as if your years are assisting you.
old fart.
Almost.
You shut your mouth!
Packrat is licking your face,
Aww.
and also holding a scrap of cloth in its mouth.
I take the scrap of cloth.
It's the stuff that you pulled out of Packrat's nose before that he pulled out of his backpack.
Oh, same
Yeah.
one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Backrat, I can't help you with this right now. We're doing something.
And he starts licking your face.
Yep. Thank you. Thank
You all have breakfast and wake up and prepare your spells. Marasennah, are you doing anything to let the others know that it's your birthday? As you can adjust the age on your sheet as you go up by 1 year.
Yeah.
You look old.
I will fuck you up, boy. I am 2001 today.
You seem wiser
Yay.
and you look older.
You can't. How can you tell that?
I've transcended all the fumes.
So, are you
of
notifying the
lava.
party that it's your birthday?
Hmm.
As it is the end of the festival too. Yesterday. So you capstone the festival as you do every year when you were in your palace.
I'm feeling a little bit sad that I could not have my birthday as per usual.
Okay.
So I will keep that to myself.
Okay.
Aww.
The sulfur has made me dizzy, and I have gotten a hallucinogenic transcendence.
Oh my
and I now
God.
can look into your soul. You
No.
are old.
No.
You can roll a perception check to sense motive and see that she's sad.
I mean, the only people that would know
Are you
would
acting
be like
better?
Mandalion, because I did tell Mandeline and Bay about how What's Her Buckets was trying to get a hold of me, and I had to come up with an excuse for not being there on my birthday, which was the bubonic slimy rot.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so Mandeline, you
But
made...
did we know the specific day?
I don't remember.
Are you
Roll
talking less?
roll
Or are
a
you less bossy?
roll a perception check for me
I'm talking
Okay.
less.
with advantage. Mark off your rations as you eat.
Wait, what was it again?
Perception.
Perception. 17.
You notice Marasennah is quiet and appears to be a little down, which is different.
Hey, Marasennah, you doing okay?
Yes, I'm fine. Why do you ask?
I don't know, you just don't seem quite your usual self.
Usually
I'm sure
you've
you're
called me
fine.
dumb at least 3 times today.
Well, I mean, you are dumb.
But you're
Yeah.
smart.
Less so than usual?
Don't worry about it. Everything's fine.
Are you sure,
If there's
Harry?
anything at all we can do, of course. We're your party, so.
Well,
Is this gonna get us killed? I mean,
I hope so.
Mark, shut up.
I don't
What
know
is it,
what I was
Marasennah?
expecting of it.
Well, it's just... Normally on this day, I would be getting showered with presents and getting my feet massaged and eating the finest chocolate-covered pastries and
Is that because
fruit.
you're Empress or Queen?
Oh my god, is it your birthday?
Yes, it's my birthday, and here I
Oh,
am.
happy
Just a
birthday,
mangy little
Marasennah.
gnome.
Coreth just picks you up. Happy birthday! And then he's like, oh my back, and sets you down and grabs his cane.
Thank you for the
Many
sentiments.
happy returns.
But that's okay. We have bigger fish to fry. At the very least, we got to the moon tower by my birthday, so that's exciting.
Also, for today only, you get a +1 to attack, damage, and saves.
Attack, damage, and saves.
Yes.
Ooh, I'm giving myself a competence bonus when I use my bardic performance.
So, just for today.
Yes, got it. I got that.
So, for everyone's birthday, you're going to get those bonuses.
Nice.
Happy birthday. This is all I have that I don't care about.
No, you don't have to give me anything.
It's a coin.
Okay.
What type of coin is it?
It's a two-headed, two-sided coin.
Oh, that's
You now have a trick
fancy.
coin.
Yeah. Well, thank
Ooh.
you. I'll accept that. Thank you.
Yes,
How considerate
that
of
one's
you.
my less lucky one, but I hope it'll do you more good than it did
How
me.
is it less lucky, Harry? It's the same side.
This is my lucky one. That's my second lucky one.
I'm very flattered that you would give me such a kind gesture.
Harry pulls out a sun cake. Happy birthday! It's a
It's
cake!
Aww,
Oh, God,
And he
yeah.
passes you the cake.
pastry.
It's important to
Pretty
celebrate your older, wiser, more intelligent nature.
Are you calling me old?
No, he would never call you old, Harry.
Well, because
but-
I am old.
I'm going to lean over to her. But she's super old, isn't she?
You never tell a woman she's old. Ever.
Never tell a woman she's old.
Why do you have to write that
I
down?
never thought well enough to say it. I never thought of it.
Mockingjay! You never call anyone old, less a woman.
I
Did
mean,
you have
if
mothers
it's
or
facts,
wives
it's
or
facts.
sisters or
We are whispering, not quietly,
Oh,
but
okay,
we are
well.
whispering.
perceive that?
Harry is animated.
Yeah, I'm.
Harry's just like,
It's like you mean.
no! And he just like grabs your shoulders and looks you dead in the eye. No, you tell her she has never looked better. And he points over at
What a
Marasennah.
good guy!
Yeah.
But what
Look
if
at
it's
you,
a lie?
Mandy. You got yourself
It
such
does
a good
not matter
guy.
if you are lying. She will ignore that it is a lie.
One time.
Why do you think
I
I,
don't
look
feel-
old? I'm literally
This
a
is the
bright...
only time I lie.
I'm literally a bright pink nose.
I mean, you don't look like you're older, but what if you did
All
look
right,
older?
so hey, I have a gift too. We probably shouldn't have it until later, but I'm going to give Marasennah the expensive wine that I looted from the pirate.
You didn't have to do that!
I would like you to roll a knowledge society check on this bottle of wine.
Oh.
It's super expensive.
Society. It's 15.
This is about a 2 platinum piece of wine. So to put that in perspective,
Oh, I didn't know it was that expensive. Wait, hold on.
Take it back.
We
So-
have 5
Let
gold
me give them my
minimum.
small moonstone instead.
We had a 5 gold minimum, Mandalion.
so this is about a $2,000 bottle of wine, to put that in
Holy
perspective.
shit.
Because each copper piece is worth about $1. And so
Yikes.
you have had this before, but only once, and that would be because of Tammy, and that tainted it.
Oh,
Had a 2.
Mandalion, let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, I had this wine. I was on an airship flying high above the clouds. Thought I was alone. And then that wench Tammy came, and she insisted on having a glass of my expensive wine. But I think maybe this makes up for it. Because I felt like my experience was tainted before. But I feel so happy and warm now.
Well, she's going off her.
Perhaps now you will have a new memory.
We should all
That's so
have
sweet.
a glass of this wine
On top of the moon tower, Harry.
when we finish defending it
Yes.
for my birthday.
We're gonna kill everyone in the moon tower.
Yes!
Coreth, actually,
Marasennah starts running towards the moon tower.
Coreth's like, I'm actually gonna stay down here and hide the boat. I don't think I'd be much help as you see him like take his. Okay, have a glass for me. You need to have 2 on your birthday.
But we're doing this for you.
We'll save you the cork.
I'll-
Save me a glass if you feel like it. If you drink it, then you've done a
I'll
good
try
job.
to save you a glass.
And you see him as he starts like shoving the boat into like this somewhat cave, and you see him start like tamping on like a sheet to cover it. That's the same color as the lava rock.
Stay safe.
You as well. I'll be here.
Why am I
I'll-
being so nice?
I'll wait for 3 days.
It's the wine.
I would like you to roll
Yes.
perception,
Thank you, Mandalion.
Lark.
14.
The stone is definitely glowing in Marasennah's chest. Like, it definitely has like an quote-unquote inner fire. And you actually see it putting out a little bit of light. Not enough that she would necessarily notice, but definitely as you're watching it kind of reflect on the rock.
Should we all get going now that we've had some food? Are we prepared?
Should we make a game plan for
I'm
what's going to
ready.
happen?
Who has the bottles of the fire ward?
Mandalion has the bottles of the fireword, I think, and the group fund.
The group fun.
On Dolores. Is Dolores coming with us?
Can she? Do we need her to?
You can take her on the trail, but if not, you have the cask of water.
We might want to hide her amongst the rocks or
Well,
something if we do take her.
How long does it take to get to the moon tower from where we are now? Like, we're basically there?
It may
or-
take you like 6 hours or so to reach
It's
the
like
top
a
of the cliff.
hike.
Yeah, it's a hike.
So we don't have to bring the cask.
You don't have to. There's also very little lava
Because that's
flowing from here.
96 pounds.
Yeah, I would advise just leaving Dolores.
I feel like I would have filled up my water skins before we left. Or
If
like
not, you
Yeah,
fill it
we
up
don't
from the
have it all.
cask.
Okay, well I'll fill it up.
You all fill up on water. You've been drinking from the cask as necessary.
Okay.
So it's down to 85 pounds of water.
What is in this bottle you wanted me to throw?
That is think of it as like an icy explosive.
Ooh.
Do you mind if we keep this?
I don't
Wait,
know.
what's an icy explosive?
The bottle that was given to Lark. I suppose, but I'd also like to keep it in case I'm attacked down here in the lava.
Do you have any more?
I have one.
Okay, then we should keep that.
Unless you really think you need it.
No, I just hope that I get to see it. It's interesting.
If not, if you pay me what it's worth, I'll throw it at the lava whenever we arrive back.
Do you know how to use guns.
What the hell is a gun? You seriously have a gun?
I actually
Ooh.
do know how to use a gun.
Well, I have to.
I have 3 bullets.
Oh shit! I have this acid gun.
The revolver.
And then I don't know what this other gun does, but it's here. Would you like one to keep you safe?
Sure.
Which one
Where
would you
did
like?
Get these
Give me the
guns?
mystery gun.
Oh, okay. May I have it back when I get here?
Sure. Are there any bullets in it?
Dandelion, you said you have bullets.
I have 3 bullets.
Are there any bullets in the chamber?
There are 3 bullets, so there's a total of 6.
Oh, use those to keep yourself safe, darling.
Got it.
Are they both like revolvers?
Yeah.
Oh,
See what the
are there
other one
any
is?
like bullets in the acid gun?
There are 2 bullets.
Can I see the acid gun?
Are you going to use it to keep me safe?
Sure. I'll go
You would
with
take a
acid.
-4 because you're not familiar with this
Yeah,
weapon.
that's what I want. I want to look at what it is.
Okay.
Okay,
So-
wait, so I have a quick question.
Yes.
Mentioned something about some fire potions or something?
Fire ward gel.
Yeah, fireward
Fire
gel.
ward gel? I'm not seeing that listed anywhere.
Oh, maybe
In my-
someone else is holding it.
I
'Cause
thought
I
you would
see-
be holding it because it was
No,
your
I think
idea.
that it was. I think I might be
Oh, I was
because I
talking
have big
to.
10 cask of water and 20 rations on Dolores.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
also
I'm pretty
mentioning
sure.
Lark might have it because.
I have
Okay.
to have it. I don't know.
Okay.
I suggested buying it. But
You know, if maybe it was on Bay, I'll just say that Mandelion has it.
Okay.
You have
Okay.
2 fire ward gel. I don't think they weigh anything, but if so, it's like a pound.
Yeah.
2 fire ward gel. I'm gonna put them
Yes.
on my person instead of
Yay!
Okay, so
Dolores. Good call, right?
Yeah. that's-
Yo,
fire ward.
Don't leave them on the ship.
So fire ward gel. Sorry, I have to find it. So it does. They weigh a pound a piece.
oh wait, I have
Ew.
one of them.
So you have 1 of them. So it's a pound.
Okay, so I only have 1.
Yes.
Sorry, I
Okay,
just
so
saw it on.
we
That's-
only. Okay.
So you and Marasennah each have 1. So just so you know, Mandelions, what it does is if you put it on you, it protects you from fire or heat damage. You gain fire resistance 5, which means it blocks 5 damage. Whenever it blocks 20 points of damage, it's gone. And it lasts, it takes 1 minute to put it on and lasts for an hour before losing its potency, regardless if it loses the 20 damage or not.
Okay, you'll have to remind me about that again.
I will.
I got it.
I am going to take my necessary goods, and I'm going to leave Packrat on the boat as well.
Kind of like Scritch's pack rat. What's his name?
His name is Packrat.
Oh, his eyes are kind of funny.
Is it happening again? I'm going to look at his eyes.
They are a little bulgy.
Can I look in his nose?
Yeah, roll a perception check.
Okay.
With advantage because you have looked in his nose before.
Okay. That's gonna be 7 plus 6 is 15?
13.
13.
You see that there is some white in his nose.
Can I attempt to mage hand or mage hand it out?
Yeah, sure. I would like you to roll a d20
Okay.
plus your spell modifier.
Ooh, not great. Can I just take a 10 on it? Because it's a cantrip.
Yeah,
and...
sure.
Okay.
Would you like
So
to-
you... And you see that there's another piece of paper. And it's or cloth, and it's rolled up, and it says, "Where are you? I need you now. See."
See. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna take a small scrap of paper from my notebook, from my songbook.
Okay.
A small scrap, and I'm going to say, "At Moon Tower dash M." And then I'm gonna crinkle it up very small, and I'm gonna put it up his nose and see if that does anything.
I would like you to roll a nature check to keep Packrat from fighting the fact that you're putting something up his nose.
Okay.
Oh, poor Packrat.
Oh fuck. 5.
Is anyone assisting?
I absolutely like to hold
Okay.
Packrat.
Roll a nature check.
I'm just trying to answer this person back.
What are you doing to Packrat?
I'm sending a message back.
Okay, so you don't help.
No.
You try and
Well,
hold.
I'm grabbing it, and
That's how
then
you do
can't
it.
just put it up, it's fine.
So Packrat
It's
is
fine.
fighting it. You can try again.
Packrat, we need to answer this person back. Whoever this is that did this to you.
Put
Roll a
some garlic
perception
in front
check
of
as
his mouth.
Packrat is moving about.
Would you like some garlic?
Ah! Natural 1.
Okay, Packrat's tongue slaps you in the face.
Would you like me to give it a shot?
Ah, I would never! Here!
Garlic.
Packrat starts sniffing. Roll perception.
You can just
Roll
lace
perception
it.
as you
Just
stab,
lace it
and
into
then
the
roll for
garlic.
handle animal. Or actually, no. Roll just roll handle animal right now.
Okay, I don't even know what my handle is.
Nature.
Nature. That would be a 12.
You shove it up his nose, and you watch as his eye bulges, and then it shrinks back down. Roll perception.
15.
You see that there's something glittering up Packrat's nose. You watch as another piece of cloth kind of appears in his nose, and his eye starts to bulge.
Grab it. Hey, Shane.
All right.
No, I'm too horrified.
Yeah, so you're watching as Packrat's eyes are bulging. And
No!
the note is, why the fuck are you at the moon tower? Get your ass here now. I am in danger.
Has he always been able to do this? I don't care about the note. I'm just interested.
I'm
in
gonna
this
write another
mouse rat is
I'm
able
gonna
to
write
send
another note,
messages.
and I'm going to say, this
Mouse
is
rat.
Mouse
Marasennah, Sarangena, and crew. I think you might have the wrong person. And I'm gonna roll it up, and and at the very end I'll say, I don't know who you are. I don't know where you are. And then I'm going to give it back to Lark. You seem pretty good at that. Try
I
again.
have a very unique set of skills.
I will
nature
find
check.
We'll
you,
find you.
and I will kill you.
That's not empty. That's 11.
Oh, Lord.
And it bulge and disappear.
I'll give him a lot of garlic.
The glittering is still visible in his nose.
Okay, I'm giving him garlic all the while.
Poor
Okay.
rat.
He's getting fed. He doesn't give a shit.
Mandeline, are you doing anything? As Harry's like, what the fuck are they doing to that poor rat?
I'm just like horrified at what they're doing to that poor rat.
Have you tried putting it in other orifices? Does it make a difference?
No! This is the first time I've tried to answer
You
this
cannot
person.
sodomize this rat,
Okay,
Harry.
stop! Stop!
This is the
Stop!
first
No,
time
no,
I've-
no, 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 no.
I'm trying to
No, no,
answer
no,
this
no, no.
individual back. They clearly need help.
Mandeline, are you looking at Packrat or doing anything with Packrat?
Well, you know, I already lost Packrat. I know that. I tried to seduce him away with cheese, and it didn't happen. So I was like, I'm sorry, Packrat. Are you okay?
Why don't you roll a perception check?
Stop trying to take my animal.
Oh, I got a natural 20
Roll to confirm.
plus 3. I got it again, but I'm not cheating.
Roll again.
I got a 5.
In
So
Packrat's
8.
nose, you see a ring shoved way back in his sinuses.
Guys,
And then you watch as a piece of cloth comes through the ring.
so it's not like a jewelry ring.
You know, it's a jewelry ring.
Does it have like stones and like an engagement ring?
It's
Or,
pushed
like,
really
something-
far. It's like embedded into the sinus. So you're not sure. But you do see this piece of cloth shove out and kind of his eyeball bulge.
There's a ring, like a legit engagement ring up this rat's nose, and that's where the cloth is coming from.
Can we both use Mage Hand to get the ring out?
It's like embedded in his sinuses. You have to be very careful.
You could try it.
Marasennah?
Yeah, I'll try to.
What do you think? I mean,
So
Mark
you see
said
the
it's
cloth is
rat.
in his
There's
nose and his
damn
eyes
ring up his
bulging.
nose.
Yeah, does it look like there's any chance I could get the ring itself out, or?
You could take a look after you remove the piece of parchment.
Okay, I'll remove the piece of parchment.
How did you get my husband's ring? Marasennah, Sarangena, and company.
He gave it to me after he fucked me!
Oh,
And then you see the ring that is described, and you see it's like embedded in Packrat's sinus.
oh boy.
It stuffed up my pack rat's nose.
I don't think there's any easy way to get that out.
Have healing on standby.
Packrat,
Yes,
did
this
you
is
eat
easy.
any husbands lately?
You see his tongue gonna go up his nose and then go back down.
Can he get it out with his tongue?
He eats people?
He eats anything.
Packrat, there is a ring really far up your nose. Can you get it out?
Hey, Jim.
Yeah, let's. Can we try to mage hand the ring out?
Yes. So, you
That's
both
10
take,
pounds worth
you
of
both
pulling.
take tens, and I would like one of you to be in. Yes?
Can I try to soothe pack rat while they do that?
You roll a nature check.
Magical ring up the nose.
16.
Packrat starts to struggle, and you're like, no.
Oh, it's okay, I'm sorry, it's okay. You'll feel better after this, I promise.
And I need you both to roll d20s.
Come on, guys.
And
don't
add your
let me
spellcraft
down.
modifier. Or whatever your modifier is for your spells.
Ooh, okay.
So if it's intelligence or wisdom or charisma.
That's 17 plus 5.
Oh, okay,
So
22.
I use intelligence, right?
Uh-huh.
I got 11, 12.
12?
Yeah, one plus 3.
And you watch as the ring slides and comes out of Packrat's nose. And you see that there are 3 jewels around it. And Packrat's nose starts to bleed.
Aww.
Oh,
And you see Harry just
Heal it.
stick his finger up his nose and it stops bleeding.
Wait, is he just
Harry.
manually holding
Yeah,
it?
just...
Okay.
And you
wow.
see that there's an inscription on this ring.
Okay.
To my beloved, may we always be in touch.
Okay.
And the name on that is... Shay.
Okay.
Shay?
Shay. S-H-E-A. And Perry pulls his finger out of Packrat's nose and wipes it off. Packrat just seems relaxed and just actually seems to fall asleep.
Okay, that solves this mystery. I'm going to write another note, and I'm just going to say, found this ring inside a dire rat's nose. Not sure where your husband is.
And, just,
And then I'm going to try sliding it through the ring.
and you watch as it disappears.
That is really cool.
We should tell her. We will return it to her, so I need her address. I want to know how these rings work.
And you watch as another, this time a piece of paper comes through.
Oh, so it's not all drippy and gross.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to unfold it.
Oh god, no.
I'll ask where she is, and maybe we can return it to her,
Okay.
and I'll put it in there.
By the heads of the Queen Serengeti.
Yes, that.
I am in Far Reach,
Far Reach.
Far reach.
in Omia.
Okay.
Which is in the northwest continent,
Oh,
in like
God.
the farthest reach.
Okay.
Can you put it in the ring itself?
Like, can you fold the ring
fold it
in
into
itself?
itself?
Oh, Lord, yeah.
Oh no. But that was the day
You
we
see that there's
sucked
a-
everything
You
in.
said a sapphire, a ruby, and an emerald
Okay.
on this ring.
A sapphire, ruby, and emerald?
Correct.
Really?
I'm gonna write a message and say, why are you in trouble?
Do you owe money? 'Cause
No.
We're in that same boat, man.
After a few minutes, are you guys just sitting there, like, passing things through the ring, or are you kind of, like, walking up and
As
down?
we walk, I
Okay.
say. I've said goodbye to
Yes.
Packrat
Okay.
until next time.
The orcs are attacking.
Okay.
Ooh.
Where did you last see your husband?
Oh my god, it still makes that sound even though now it's just a ring. It just goes.
Urgathoa's Scythe, the mountain range in which you were in.
Yeah. Well, poor fucker's dead.
What?
He must be dead. I mean, why else would his ring be inside of Packrat's nose?
Can we get the
Have you
other
ever
ring?
seen Packrat? He's just so terrifying and...
He's so fast. I was more interested in the fact that we might have had a magical pack rat, but a magical ring is pretty cool too, I suppose.
He's still magical. He's great.
He is magical, but in a different kind of way.
What were you saying? Get the other ring? She has the other ring.
No, we need to get a ring from her. Or at the very least, I want to see how they interact together. Maybe we can
can't.
replicate it.
They're on the other side of the world right now.
Oh, it could be for later.
Maybe.
Harry looks a little horrified. This might be her wedding ring.
Oh, we don't have
Not
to take it
might.
from her.
She said it was her wedding ring.
I just want to know how the enchantment works.
Oh.
Imagine if we could
It's just a portal.
create multiple rings that then in the future every single person would have a ring and be able to communicate
I'm
over
just gonna
vast
put my-
distances.
I'm just
And I
gonna put the ring in my...
You're just making up
Ring.
ridiculous things.
Maybe we can even have some kind of interconnecting spider web of magic that lets us communicate over all information at the fingertips.
This
and
is the
use it
least
to this
crazy-
ring.
Imagine being able to see each other at the same time, too. That would be insane.
I'm glad you're on the same page as me,
This is
Mandalion.
probably
So it's like a
what
scroll of
Martin
tele-
better said,
A
like...
reusable scroll.
Like a video record, like a recording of like what you're saying.
You see what I'm
What's a
saying here?
video?
Yes.
So I just
That's
like a
the
recording.
thing. What's a video?
Like a picture that moves
Oh.
with you.
Now you're just being stupid. Hank.
No,
way.
that's not entirely true. We do have a few paintings that do move a little bit in my castle.
Okay, I
You're just
rebuttal.
being
You're not being stupid.
Harry.
You're ahead of your time.
Harry like looks a little sad. I know I'm not, but it'd be nice if you wouldn't immediately say I'm stupid.
You're not stupid. You're ahead of your time.
How dare you?
How dare you?
That was a really smart idea. I was trying to compliment you, but you weren't listening, so...
Harry is like, I can't wait to drink the wine on top of the tower. I could really use a drink right now because I am basically in hell. And I don't know about you guys, but worshipping a god of fire and being in the Firelands is not my ideal location.
Either way, that's pretty much all I'm saying. Is I'm just fascinated with how we could utilize this ring. And
Well, maybe if you could probably
Makes
buy it
so
from the
much
woman.
money. We could
Well, I tried to
recreate it.
tell you you were smart, but fuck you.
Do you say that exactly?
I was trying to say it, but he wasn't listening, so screw you.
It's your birthday. You tell whoever you want to go fuck themselves.
Thank you so much, Harriet. You really understand a girl. This is why Mandelion's so lucky to have you.
You know, I don't think you've ever looked so young.
You're a queen. You
I
can
feel
tell
so
anybody to fuck off
sparkly.
at any point.
Fuck off.
Precisely. It doesn't need to be your special day to do that.
Alright.
That's why she has people. I presume you do have people.
You actually get a small note that kind of appears like the notes of telescription from Drago that says, "Happy birthday. Please be safe, my queen. I await your return. Tammy is annoying."
Well, everybody knew that.
And you see that there's
Fucking Tammy.
a necklace with a blue diamond on it. It's very small.
Is it magical at all?
Doesn't appear to be magical.
Okay.
Just
Oh,
beautiful.
how beautiful.
Very small. Like it's,
Itty bitty.
yeah.
Okay.
Like someone bought it off
gingerly-
of a salary that's not very high.
I gingerly put it with all my other jewelry in my little pack.
Okay.
Now you have a little body, and now you have a little diamond.
I do have a little
So,
diamond.
Mandelion, you hear a
Yes.
purring noise.
I was just going to ask about my friend.
And you hear kind of this mewing,
Oh, hey, baby.
like the sound of a hungry cat.
Oh God. Give me some food.
Let me just emulate what my cat does.
Which you hear. And you see this, like, green eyes appear on Mandelion's shirt.
Mandelion? Mandelion. Don't.
Yes.
Don't move. And
No,
don't be
you
afraid.
stay back. It's fine.
Don't be afraid.
It's fine. No.
But your neck
Stay back.
is looking at me.
Oh, it's her pussy.
Stay back.
Why is it on her neck?
It can be wherever damn well pleases.
Don't ask.
When did you get
I
that
found this
cat?
in a vial at the hotel.
Wait.
Back in the
Wait.
I don't think I have anything to feed the cat. What would you eat?
Fish.
Meat.
I
Jerky.
know, we know it like the shrimp, right?
So there's trail rations. Like, you can give it food from a trail ration.
Give us some jerky.
My cat
No,
likes.
but would it like that? It wouldn't like that.
It does have jerky in it.
My cat likes jerky.
What?
It does have jerky in some of the rations.
Oh, does
Like
it?
dried fruit, some bread.
Dried meats.
So you can mark off a ration and feed it to your...
Okay,
Cat.
I'm gonna mark up a ration.
The cat, you watch as it kind of materializes and
Nice.
just starts, like, tearing at the meat and eats everything.
Oh.
And it kind of looks right at you, and you watch as its head kind of stretches as it gets closer to you. So there's this very long neck.
Stretches and shit. I want to.
And I'm gonna give him a little. Give, her. It's a her. Give her a little nuzzle.
Alright, so it comes up to you and you're running a spellcraft check as it moves closer to you. Roll spellcraft.
17.
You have never seen a creature like this before. It's definitely magical, but you don't, or at least whether it is magical or magical in its creation, you're not sure. But its eyes are very bright green and it moves closer to you. And you see it sniffing. And it starts nibbling at your neck, seeming to go after the garlic.
I'll give it some garlic.
It bites it and spits it on you and goes back into Mandelion's clothes.
Well, I guess she doesn't like garlic.
Packrat will eat it later. What? I wonder. You said you found it in a vial.
We did. Harry was there.
It came out of a tube and just... And
That's a pretty
cat.
good cat noise.
A liquid cat.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
A,
That was convincing.
a liquid
He's
cat. We'll have
perfectly
to
lovely.
do some
And
research
has
on
actually
that
been
to make
quite
sure.
beneficial in warning us of some things.
It starts licking the little baby hairs on the side of your neck.
Aww.
Yeah,
Clark's neck.
your neck.
Oh.
I smell like garlic.
It's such a pretty kitty.
Aww.
The tail kind of appears and just starts moving around and kind of wraps around your ear and then
That's
fades
so
back in.
Cute. Ah, cute. You have like a kitty scarf.
I haven't named her yet. I don't know,
Pudding.
Kitty.
Emerald.
Pudding.
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 Admiral Pudding.
Admiral Pudding! That's the best name. Where did the Admiral come from?
I don't know.
I thought I heard.
I said
Dana say
emerald.
Admiral.
I said emerald.
Emerald.
But emerald pudding is great.
Admiral Pudding. The liquid cat.
Call it Admiral pudding.
No, I can't.
I'm gonna call it
Cat's gotta have a better name than that.
call
That's
it Admiral
hilarious.
Pudding.
But
Little
no.
Admiral
pudding.
Pudding. The wet pussy.
Ah!
Oh. Nope.
We could just have it given one of those ridiculously long names, like
No.
Admiral Emerald Pudding, the pussy cat of the...
Oh, she will have a very long name. But
Well, it's a work in progress. We'll
it's a
workshop
work in
it.
progress.
I will write down what we have so far and go from there, okay?
Harry,
Yes.
Admiral Pudding Cup.
Pudding.
Admiral pudding pot.
Vial.
Oh, vial.
Ooh.
Vial. I like vial.
Admiral Pudding Vial. The wet pussy.
It's not wet though. It's satin. The
But it's-
soft pussy.
But it was liquid.
Silky pussy.
It's not very dirty.
Maybe it's a white cat that's just so
silky.
dirty it's black.
Oh no.
You found it in
Alright.
some strange... Oh, you found it in a hotel?
But it was
Underneath
also
a bed?
But it
Hey,
was also
Everybody stop
Lavalands.
talking about my pussy.
But we love your pussy.
Harry then suddenly realizes, oh no, I wasn't talking about that.
Admiral,
He just gets the devil on Convert, right?
Just now.
emerald pudding.
That's not really the name.
Wait, so we
That's not
had
the name.
a rabbit called Lord Hopperduke, and now we have an Admiral Pudding Vial.
No, we don't. That's
Animals
not the
get
cat's name.
formal titles, like Packrat. He is literally a Packrat.
Is that a formal title?
It is a formal title. I mean,
It
it's
is.
not a very high-standing job, but
He has been your most loyal subject.
that's why I call you Mr. Cleric Man. Because you heal us,
We
and
do.
that's your
You
job.
call me Mr. Cleric Man?
We do
It's a
call you
joke.
Mr. Cleric Man when you're not there.
His heart breaks a little bit. Like, you see this, like,
But is it not true?
no illusion of line between us bros that we.
my
we
name
call
is
you that.
Harry! I call you
I call
Harkington.
you Harry.
Thank you, Mandelion.
You have to understand
I
that
had no idea they called you Mr. Cleric Man.
You have to understand I'm literally a queen. I call people by their titles and distinctions.
My name is Cleric Harry!
Mr. Cleric Man.
I mean,
Harry just looks defeated as he's like, they call me Cleric Man.
you could have been called Mrs. Cleric Man.
Well, her name is Cleric.
Mrs. Cleric Man.
But
Now here's to you,
I
Mrs.
talked her out
Cleric
of Mrs.
Man.
Cleric Man, so I'm just saying.
Well, thank you.
I got you.
Falcor loves you more than
Then you will know.
Malachor loves me, this I know. Because the good book tells me so.
Oh my god.
Just,
I mean, you found him.
I'm glad you got that reference, Meredith.
You didn't find her
Totally.
on a boat, so maybe she's not an admiral. Maybe she's a
General.
General, admiral.
Well, technically it
Yes,
kind
it
of
is.
was a boat
Emerald.
because it was floating on the ocean.
Vial.
In technically a
then it
boat.
wasn't
So you guys continue to walk for a few hours while discussing potential names for the cat and making Harry feel like even less of a man than he expected he ever could. As he continues to like lightly sing to himself and a tear rolls down his face.
Oh my
calls
god,
me
what a
buffoon.
drama queen.
You are a buffoon!
I am comfortable.
That's why they call me buffoon. You're a cleric man. We call you a cleric man.
My name is Harry.
Ignore them, Harry.
Oh my god, he's so fragile.
Yes.
Why is he so fragile?
It'll grow on him.
Okay.
Like, mold it, Will!
Wait, hold on one sec.
This is how we work.
You don't know true sadness until you're literally whisked away to a different continent in a different body.
Yeah, we don't call her Queenie anymore. We just call her. No, I call her Queenie because you're a queen.
Good.
But I also call
Just because I'm in a different body doesn't mean I'm still not queen.
I call her Marasennah Sarangena because that's her goddamn name!
Are you
That's
going
a
to
little
talk back to the queen like that?
I'm talking
so
to him.
disrespectful.
Oh, okay. Carry on.
It's her birthday. I would never talk to you this
Oh,
way.
thanks, Harry. You know how to make a girl feel good about herself.
Only the beautiful ones.
Oh.
You don't look a day after.
I lean over again to Mandelion. Keep him. Keep him, damn it.
You don't look a day over.
I would like you to make a perception check, Marasennah.
Okay. Sorry, getting back on the rails here. Oh, that was almost bad, but
Yeah,
then it was
three.
good. 15. Wait, no, my perception is 6.
Plus 19. So that would be a 20.
No, it's 20. It's 25.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I just had to double check.
Ooh,
That's not
whispering.
50. So Admiral Pussy Pudding.
No.
Admiral Pudding
Admiral
Pussy.
Pussy Pudding.
It's unnatural to you, but it feels genuine.
Oh.
How about President Pussy Pudding?
No.
Admiral.
Marasennah, are you okay?
Yeah.
Can I look at the gem on your chest?
What's going on?
It's glowing.
On my chest?
Why is your crystal glowing?
I don't know! I'm feeling emotional right now! I just need a hug! I miss Pathfinder!
I'm hugging Marasennah.
I'm like in your thighs, like
Harry comes around and hugs
I
you.
appreciate you so much!
You watch as the crystal seems to glow a little less as she's hugging.
Yeah, that's all I'm focused on.
And then the light seems to fade away and you feel normal. And you realize you're in the middle of a hug.
I just wriggle away like a cat. Like,
Harry's holding you tightly.
no, I'm gonna wriggle out.
Are you done?
Yes, I'm done! Don't touch me!
Oh my god.
It was a birthday hug, isn't that what you wanted?
Yes, but no! But yes! I march out ahead with my little Mr. Krabs legs.
Alright. So as you start nearing the moon tower, we're gonna take a brief break.
Okay. Marasennah is so confused.
Hello everyone, we're back. So at this point you are nearing the end of the trail as far as you can see. There's some lava flow around you, but you're able to easily step over it. Think of it more of like a mountain stream or a natural spring with like the amount of water. So it's warm and you feel the heat, but it's not something insurmountable. You have to leap a little more or are carried by your faithful servant. You can choose.
It's my birthday, damn it!
Alright, you're carried over.
Woo.
I would like you all to roll perception.
Wow.
Oh lord. Nope.
Ooh. 24.
624 and
15.
alright. Lark, you are focused on how high up you are and you look down at the lava fields. Get a little dizzy.
Nervous.
Mandalorian, you hear the sound of people above you, as well as the bubbling lava brook. But you also hear people yelling. Marasennah, on top of all of that, you hear the sound of pickaxes, it sounds like. And you also get some intelligible words of, like, secret chamber, open door, how.
I think there might be a secret chamber with the hidden door. How do we open it?
Harry looking at the lava. What?
Yeah, what?
I hear someone digging, and they just said, do you hear those pickaxes?
Now you hear the pickaxes.
They're trying to find a secret tunnel or secret door.
Is there any more explosions? Did anybody see any firefight? Is this a dangerous situation we're walking into?
How high up is the tower from us?
Probably 5 more minutes of walking, maybe 200, 300 feet up.
Okay,
The
so
way that you're
we're
going,
getting pretty close.
If someone were to look over the edge, they could probably see you.
Okay.
But-
Hug the walls.
Let's stay down and stay stealthy until
Okay.
we know what we're dealing with.
Alright. So are you all stealthing?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're going to do a group
Yeah.
stealth. So
Yay.
everyone roll stealth and give me your result. And I will roll for Harry. Holy crap, Harry. Okay.
9.
18.
17.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm dragging it down.
So Harry with
That's alright.
29.
Holy fuck!
Oh, Harry, sneaky bastard.
So I'm sorry, the numbers one more time.
9.
9.
Yes.
What was yours?
I've got
mine-
squishy shoes.
There's 17.
17. And what was yours like?
17, yeah.
18.
I've got rubber duckies in my shoes.
Divided by 5. That I don't know how it's getting 49 and 0.8. That's not right, but whatever. It's enough. They're not gonna notice you. Harry's
Then you have
carrying
to
the
add
party.
it all together
And then divide it by...
I did, and for some reason it's just producing wrong. I don't know.
Oh.
I can't do math,
That's
but
okay.
it's enough. I'm
Okay.
gonna give you guys the benefit of the doubt. Harry is like, shh, avoid stepping on this snappy rock. Thank you. I needed the help. I was like adding it, and then I think I multiplied or something stupid.
It's okay.
Yeah, I got that.
It's all good.
Okay, so you guys continue on your lovely little adventure, and as you near the edge, who is tallest amongst you? Probably Mandalorian or Lark.
I'm 5'11".
I'm 5'8".
Okay, so Mandalorian, you can see over the top
I'm
first.
the goddamn giant.
So why don't you make a perception check as you peek over?
I'm 2'6", but if you put me on somebody's shoulders...
Harry's like 5'4".
guy.
12.
You see that there's about 15 people. It's hard to tell from the angle because you're like looking right at a shrub, but you're kind of peeking around. Maybe 15 people, you can't tell. There's some people that might be like dead and mounted on spikes, but you're just at a bad angle to tell. But you hear the sound of pickaxes, but as you look around, you see that they're digging around the moon tower itself, not digging in the tower.
Like around the face.
Yes. And you see
Okay,
that
so
there's...
we're just looking like as we're coming up to the face.
Yeah, so you're about 200 feet from the moon tower, and this structure is immense. You see that there is rubble stretching as far as the eye can see falling to your left, which would be westward. And it is just stretching, and you realize that this tower must have been immense. It was an edifice constructed that would rival godlike creations in its size and stature. And even though it's broken, looking up, you can go for probably 2,000 feet up before you reach the top.
So if I die, I really want it to be D falling off the side of this.
Just falling. But you can't really tell. You would have to move from your current position, or
Okay.
put someone on your shoulders or something else.
Okay. So, folks, I'm whispering. I
Okay.
can't whisper because I don't know if you hear me.
Okay.
I see about 15, maybe 15 people. I can't really tell. Some of them aren't moving much, so they might not be alive, but definitely digging around the base of the moon tower. I don't know what's going on here.
I wonder what kind of secret tunnel they're searching for.
I think we should get
Do you
closer.
wanna hop up and take a look, Marasennah?
Yeah, I'll hop up and look.
Alright, so you are on the shoulders.
What do my gnome shy see?
Roll a d20 and add your perception and let's find out.
Natural 20!
That's nice.
Roll to confirm.
Kill me! 17
You
plus
die
6.
because you see Scythian.
Oh!
You bitch!
Ah! Like, oblivion death just...
And you fall and plummet into the lava below as you tumble for 10 minutes.
Yes!
Oh,
Rude.
so you look up and you can see over the bushes. As your magenta hair, you cover it with your hands.
I have a cloak.
Or you put your cloak over your magenta hair as you peek up. You see that there are probably about 10 people here. You see on the spikes are vampires with stakes through their heart.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
And why don't you roll a society check for me?
Uh-oh. Oh no. This is a bad birthday present.
Yeah, it is.
This is an awful birthday present.
Do I know that she used to be a
Unless she revealed it to you, I don't
I
know.
don't
I said the entire story in front of you, but you might not have been paying as much attention or believed it. Society?
Yes.
21.
These are individuals you sent to the moon tower to search out the possible power within. And you see that they've been here a long time and are rotting, and the stakes are in their hearts. One of them is an individual that you trusted dearly. You also see that there are individuals bearing the Ensign Empire crest also mounted on stakes. There's probably moving 7 people that you currently see active that are appearing to dig into the moon tower.
Okay.
Or at least down below the moon tower. There are some
Are they
individuals...
human?
Most of them are human. There are some elves. There is one chained orc that appears to be assisting.
Okay.
You also overhear a bit of a conversation. We can't seem to access the top. There is someone or something blocking the trapdoor, allowing us to go up there. It's either that it's collapsed or there's another way up we can't find. As far as we can tell, there is one door that has been opened, but we can't seem to move it to a way we can get within. There are probably extra hidden locations in this facility if we spend enough time.
Oh, dear. Okay. Now hop down.
Alright, so you take Marasennah down off your shoulders.
Well, that's unfortunate. What a sour thing to learn on my birthday.
What? What did you see?
Oh, just some of the individuals that I sent to look at the moon tower are now dead. Very, very dead.
What?
Yes. Oh well.
You know some of those people?
Some of them, yes. Unfortunately. Well, that just soured my mood.
Well, I guess so.
Did you
So what do we do,
recognize any of
guys?
the people?
Yes.
Did you recognize any of the people that were digging?
No. There were humans, a couple elves, and a chained orc. But some of the people that I sent were scouts. You know that whole thing about the vampires trying to get information on the magic here?
Yeah.
Well,
Sure.
those were my scouts.
What? Harry.
And now they're dead.
Wait,
So
you're
I'm
really
not-
a vampire? I thought it was a joke.
Yeah, I didn't. I'd be lying to you if I said I believed you all the entirety.
I'm pissed. Either way, they're trying to find some secret way, and they're trying to dig underneath the tower to see if they can find a secret tunnel. They mentioned that there was a door that they opened, but they couldn't get up to unlock a trap door of sorts. Maybe we should go check it out? Or should we kill these ones down here?
Before we have to kill anybody, do they recognize you? Will they recognize you?
Not in this body, no.
Oh, then we could just waltz up and ask them what's going on.
Unless any of them works for the... Well, it looks as though the others up there that were killed were also from Ellis-Entire, so...
Ensign Empire.
No, I know, but the dead ones.
No, those were they were from the Ensign Empire. They have the Ensign Empire.
Oh, so the people digging are not from the Ensign Empire?
Correct.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. Just kidding.
I'm essentially that too.
So that's probably why the Ensign Empire are so pissed.
Ah, I see. Well, we have no connection to any of them that they know of.
Well, we can't just
So-
walk up there and give our pleasantries now, can we?
It
Why
sounds
not?
like they
Why
kill just about anyone else who's there.
Do you think we could pick them off one at a time?
How
How
many
are you
did you
gonna-
count?
I counted 10 people around the base, but it goes on for a long ways. There's 7 up here currently digging.
Are they in like a ravine?
Some of them are, from what you hear.
Is there any way that we can trigger this rubble to go and fall on top of them all?
Could we scan to see if there's any weak...
You can go up again on Mandelion's shoulders and take
Okay.
a look.
I'm gonna look for any weak points in the rubble, I guess.
Alright, so you go back on Mandeline's shoulders,
Okay.
and you take a look, and you're looking for weak points?
Yeah.
I would like you to roll a craft check.
Natural 20 plus craft.
Nice.
Yeah, roll to
Actually-
confirm.
I'm actually rolling good. Okay.
Now you're rolling
9
perception.
plus 6, so 15 on the second roll.
So the point at which they're
Or
digging...
not perception, sorry, craft 2, so that'd be 11.
Okay.
My bad.
Looking at this tower, it does seem to have similarities to your own in its construction, although definitely this is much older and it seems more resilient. They are digging in some sort of ravine, and you realize that the way that they're digging is underneath a portion of part of the collapsed moon tower. If you were to hit it with enough force, it is possible it could collapse onto the 7 people in the ravine, but it would likely not be quiet, so anyone else could be alerted if there is anyone else.
Okay. I'm gonna relay this information to the people standing next to me. We can either do that, or we could try to sneak our way in.
I like that idea better.
You made yourself invisible once. Couldn't you go and see if there was anyone inside?
That's a good idea.
My ability to go invisible is a very, very short use of that ability.
Okay, what does that mean?
It's going to last about 6 seconds.
Oh, never mind.
So enough for you to get right in the middle and get announced. Well, theoretically, couldn't we use someone as a distraction to pull them away? Or if we yell, and maybe, I don't know.
We could use Mage's Hand to chuck a rock on the other side of the cliffs. Or I could repeat the fascination thing I did on the pirate ship, but there's no guarantee that would work on everyone.
So, question for you then. If you were to fascinate and get some of them, if we were to attack their friends, would they stop being fascinated?
The ones that you attack specifically will snap out of it, but not unless you're directly attacking specific ones.
I see.
So the one that, say there's 5 of them and I fascinate all 5, if you attacked number 4, Mr. Number 4 would snap out of it and start attacking again, but the rest of them would be fine.
So we could theoretically pick them off one by one while you held them down.
See, I like that idea, but there's no guarantee that it'll work. That's my only concern.
I would rather not have to kill people if I don't have to.
Well, it sounds like they've killed a lot of people anyways.
And it was part of our mission to take them out. For the man on the boat, as well as for the Ensign Empire. I mean, I do still want that dinner.
Plus, it'd be nice to rub it in his face that we can actually accomplish something.
Unlike his, former allies, yes.
Which, if we brought their suits of armor with their crest...
We might be rewarded handsomely.
And I know that money is valuable to you, isn't it?
She's big money. Then...
And they said they wanted heads.
I'm gonna pull out my harp. You all just say the word and I'll do my magics.
What if we can distract one of them to come over here? Which we then...
We'd have to wait until one of them wanders in this direction.
Can you... Are you able to quiet someone from making a noise?
Unfortunately not. I don't have that capability.
If we had a way to keep them quiet, then that would make it easier.
Are they wearing helmets or anything of that nature?
They don't appear to be. It seems like it's just a workforce for the most part. There's some people that seem to be wearing armor, but they seem to be the ones in charge. There's 2 people up there wearing armor.
Well, what do you suggest then?
If there are 2 wearing armor and all the others are wearing a workforce, then potentially the only 2 we really have to worry about is the armored ones. If we could distract, say throw a pebble or something to distract one of them and get them over here, we can either try and take that one out quickly and efficiently.
Harry, I have the capacity to silence an area, a small one, 20 feet, in diameter, where no noise can happen, they can't cast spells, they can't yell, nothing, no noise can pass through.
So you want to distract them over to us and then take them out?
Well, possibly.
We could silence like a group of them and then lure an edged person out.
The only problem with that is if we're on the battlefield, my skills will be nigh
Useless.
impossible.
Mine too.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if that's around you, of course. Well, you're a bard, so I mean, if they can't hear you, then that defeats the purpose.
That's what I'm saying. My abilities would be nigh impossible.
Well, if we can lure one over here, I can keep him quiet, and we can...
Unless you want me to do some interpretive dance, but I don't know how well that'll work.
Fascinating.
I would love to see the interpretive dance personally, but let's put that as a plan B or C.
There we go.
Well, it won't last very long. Maybe 30 seconds.
So we go in there, we storm them. But what if they have melee weapons?
I stand if we can get one of them, distract one of them over here, we can silence that one.
See, I like that idea too. Like, let's, get one over,
I have an
silence
idea.
them, take them out.
Well, no, maybe that's a dumb idea.
What's your idea?
My idea was I could cast message, and then I could play the Fascinate song to one of them in a proximity that no one else can hear, lure them down, and then maybe we can pick it off.
Is that something you can do?
I don't know.
She could try.
I could try.
Well, if not, then they're fascinated and they won't know the better.
So, with my skills, I can make a sound to distract them. Then we can use our mage hands to, say, make a stone or a pebble. Just kind of shuffle along the ground to make them, draw them closer. And then the moment that we get them behind here, you can cast silence, which would then mean we would have to kill them quickly and efficiently.
Which is the assumption that we can kill them quickly and efficiently.
Precisely.
If not, theoretically, we could just kick them off this cliff and be done with them.
But then we don't have the head.
Ooh, brutal. I like your style.
But we don't have the head.
We can get the crushed head afterwards.
He falls in lava?
Well, it's a long fall.
It's like a 2-hour or 6-hour hike to get up here.
Then it's a 6-hour hike from going up here.
Scrape up the jelly.
Put it into the helmet and then bring a jelly helmet over.
If we come back with the equipment that the soldiers were wearing, the Ensign Empire soldiers were wearing, what other evidence do we need?
Well, he seems like a dick, so probably some.
Yes, but none of his troops came back alive, and if we came back with the armor, then what else is there?
I mean,
I'm sure 1 or 2 of them will be killed up here, and we'll be fine.
I
Could take those heads.
30 seconds is
Not long.
What if we strike
longer
smart?
than we think when we're in a fight. So, if we can get them
Like
over
a half
here,
hour almost.
we can get that one over here, out of the way, surround them.
Ooh,
Fight
what
them.
if I say something like, send a message and be like, ooh, I know where there's a sacred tunnel. I am the goddess of fire, and I've been looking over these lands, and I can tell you exactly where you need to find it, but you need to come find me. Ooh.
I not that I'm not
I
a
like
fan.
that idea.
Not that I'm not a fan of the theatrical approach to it, but I feel like some
Really, the one who goes to the Pixie pub doesn't
Well,
have a
how
thing for
else do you
theatrics.
suggest that we lure them in?
with me ghost sound, and then mage hands.
I'm sorry, but Davina tried that 1,000 times and it didn't fucking do anything. I know.
I'm saying that if you use something like a voice,
Yes,
that's going
but
to
if you
alarm
use
him, and he's going to be like, "Hey
ghost
guys,
sound,
come over here."
multiple people are going to come over.
Well,
I
do we
thought
want
the
to-
idea was to lure one of them over.
Do we want one of the ones in armor or one of the ones not in armor?
Well, not in armor.
I thought
Well, they
the
may not
idea-
have information because they seem to be digging.
I was under the impression the one in the armor. But
That's what I thought too.
Oh, I thought we were just trying to kill them.
Well, I thought we were trying to kill them, but my impression was that we were going to lure one of the armored ones over, kill him, and then figure out what to do from there.
I think that's what we should do.
Ooh,
We're gonna
but
have-
maybe putting on his armor and then sneaking in and killing the other.
Ooh.
Well, we do have someone about the same height.
You don't think that he would recognize that I am not his friend coming back in his friend's armor, though?
Well, we don't know that. We haven't heard him talk. We don't know if he has an accent.
Also a true statement.
Which we won't know if we kill him quickly and efficiently after we lure him over here.
And
anyway.
silence him.
So options: we can silence one of them when we lure them over.
It may not work.
Withstand
They
them.
could stop the silence, and
It's
then
true,
we have a whole
but
horde of
It's
problems.
the same thing that I was saying. I could fascinate the whole lot of them, and we could try to pick them off one by one
How long can you fascinate them?
for about sorry, for about a minute.
How many people can you kill in a minute, Lark?
Actually, me and Mandelion, I'm pretty confident
I mean, you
that we
guys
can take him
got
out
to
pretty
see
quickly.
basically the extent of my skills when we were on the boat fighting Tiris.
I think we should at the very least have you on standby in case the silence skill doesn't work.
But that's what I'm saying, is that the problem is if he casts silence, my abilities will be nigh.
Well,
because
my silence only affects like 20 feet where
exactly,
I cast it.
but anyone who's trapped within that 20 feet will not be affected by my bardic performances.
I'm saying keeping you on standby because if we cast silence and that's not working, like on just one, on the space behind this rock that we're hanging out in, and then we lower this guy over here, and he's in the silence, we kill him. If that doesn't work, or if they're able to dispel said silence, that's when you get to be in the spotlight and just fascinate all of them as best you can, and then it's
Okay, is this the plan that we're going to stick with? Is this what
Hack
we
and
want?
slash after attempting to quiet one and beat him to death?
Yeah.
Well, do we want to kill him or do we want to get information?
They say we kill one of them, and then we get the
Try to
information
capture the other? We could just lure one at a time. Lure one captain and kill him. Lure the second captain in. Tie him up, get information about what they're doing.
If it works once, yeah, we can do it. I think that's what we should try to do.
And then if all else fails, we end up fighting one armored dude and the rest of them are just got their pickaxes. Whoop-de frickin' do.
Do you want to try and send one message, and then,
Lure him down.
yeah, and I'll then, once he gets a little bit closer to us, guide him over with a mage hand, pick up stone. You know what I'm saying here? Like, grab
Yeah.
a stone and just go.
Sounds good to me.
Kind of thing.
Like the
Yeah,
dollar?
sure.
Like
yeah,
on the-
exactly,
on-
but
Sure.
using a mage hand to be like, okay, once you get them close enough,
Ooh, what if you used a coin? No, there's no
that
coins
would,
out
that
there.
would be good.
Okay, fine.
That's a good idea, it's just not practical for this sense.
I could be like, ooh, follow the coin, ooh.
I am the spirit of this coin! Please come and collect me!
Please!
I'm
Okay,
lonely, put me in your
okay,
pocket!
is this our plan? Are we cool?
So that means, Mandelion, you and I are on standby to shit, shake, and poke. Oh, Harry
I'm
too.
ready.
I'm
How
supposed
close?
to silence them.
You're on silence duty.
How close are we from the tower, from where
Well,
vantage point?
Let me draw something while
Oh
you, while
no!
you all talk.
Oh god damn! Oh boy.
We about to
Pathways.
get fucked up.
Let's do it! I'm ready. My body is ready for the fucking.
What is this my body is ready thing?
My body
don't
is
know.
present for that.
Where did that come from?
I don't know! But my body is ready for the fight.
I'm
For the fucking, I think, is exactly what they
Well,
said.
I was gonna say to get fucked up, but I said it wrong, so
I like the fucking
don't give me a
better.
hard time.
I think the fucking is way better.
I misspoke because I can't English well. I don't work very good.
Let's see what's going
Our
on.
mountain is bleeding. No. Huh?
My kidney bean lava.
That
Because that's what it looks like.
is a kidney bean. Oh my. Oh. That's the base of it, and then that's the rubble?
Yes.
Okay. Gonna be okay there? Push him in the lava. Okay, so we're about...
And, Don't judge me.
That rubble looks like a ball sack. I'm just kidding, I'm giving you a hard time. One side's bigger than the other.
Quit making fun of my ball sack rubble.
Jeez. Fun fact, most ball sacks are that way.
Yeah, it's like similar to boobs. One boob is usually
One just
bigger
hangs
than the other.
lower.
Yeah.
Always a discrepancy in sex.
Oh wait, I forgot your bush that you're hiding behind.
I thought we were hiding
Don't
under
forget
a
the
ledge.
bush.
Oh, there's a bush. You're
Your
right.
peeking
Yep,
bush.
Yep. Our peeking bush. Our peeping Tom bush.
I can always obscuring mist after you silence, or before you silence. No?
No, because that'd be a visual cue.
Yeah.
That could be something you use if they all get alerted to us, and then if you did that to like scramble them so that they're not.
Yeah, if he, I'm scared though, because if he uses silence around us to fuck up this kid, presumably.
You can't do your spells
I can't
if
use
it's
any spells.
verbal.
Okay.
Pretty much all.
Are you sure it's verbal though?
So let me switch to one portrait camera. That was just gay enough. All right, so these two are the individuals in armor. Everyone else appears to be working. This is the door to the moon tower.
Okay.
You have no idea what's going on inside there. This is the rubble. This blue part kind of delineates the trench. You just see heads.
Can you put us on the map?
I can.
Thanks.
And also, oh, I forgot to do the orc.
Is the orc a big character?
Yes.
Oh. Big chungus.
Big chungus.
Sorry.
All right. I'm assuming that's about the way you guys would be oriented.
Okay. Okie dokie.
Actually, I'm sorry. You guys would be probably a little further.
Arctic jokey. Okay. So one and
Lava
two
pools.
are kidney beans.
Lava kidneys.
Okay, so 1 and 2 are the armored, you said?
Correct. So
Okay.
armored. Blue is the trench,
Okay.
and then Big Chungus.
When we do this, I will be whispering to the closest one to us.
The one by the bush.
Yes.
Okay.
Are we ready, guys?
Yeah.
Should we move further back so he has to come down the trail?
But then he'll see us.
Okay.
No, like back down the trail.
Oh, well, we could. But,
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yes, let's
okay.
move back a little bit so he has to come just a little.
Yeah,
Don't you
that's
think?
true, so they won't see.
So, Lark, should you
Yeah.
be in the front
Okay.
so you can do the stab?
Sure.
Mandeline, do you want to be in front for stabbing duty?
I mean, I'm stabbing with a sword
Okay.
or
And
an
then-
arrow.
Marasennah and Harry right behind.
The weak, put like little squishy guys.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Harry? Maybe we can go back a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then, Harry, try to, when you use silence, not get me in it. If
I can focus it on him, but it depends on where he moves. But, so,
Because it's like a radius, in essence, of her dome.
I can center it on a location or him. But the problem is if he moves and we fight him, then you won't have access to your spells, but they also won't hear us fighting.
I can shoot from far.
Alright.
Let's take the chance.
Okay, Marasennah, you're gonna do your...
Alright. We need our dramatic music for the potential fight.
With the
Okay.
voice, I'll do right.
I will not roll initiative until you
Fuck up.
actually engage in a fight.
That's it.
Okay. Alright. Give me 1 second to pull up the serious music. Okay.
Dig,
Okay.
dig in mine the whole day through. They're not dwarves.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast the spell
Okay, so you cast message.
on one. Hi there.
What the fuck?
I see you're looking for a hidden passage, are you not?
Roll influence.
Again. Oh! But 12, which is probably the worst I could roll without. That is the worst I could roll without failing.
Yes. Who are you?
Huh?
Keep it vague.
Okay. I am a spirit, a lava spirit of this mountain. I might be able to tell you what you seek.
Roll influence.
Ah! Natural
Don't tell
20!
me.
Roll to confirm.
Don't kill me. 19.
Oh.
Damn, girl!
I know, what the fuck?
From 2 to 20.
Let me grab someone to come with me.
No!
No?
I can show you now. If you come down the mountain a little ways.
How do I know you're not going to kill me?
You're just going to have to trust me. I only want you to see me, for I'm very beautiful and voluptuous, and maybe you can give me something nice and I'll show you the way in return.
Roll influence one last
You can
time.
get all the credit for it.
Follow my stones.
Oh, okay,
16.
26.
Where do I go?
Come down the mountain a ways, down the path. Get ready, guys, get ready! That's it. I'm waiting for you. I'm such a bard. Oh, I can almost see you.
Hold.
Sounds like this stupid, like, oh.
This is like, there's hot singles in your area.
Just go a little lower and you'll be in the area.
At this
I'm
point,
waiting for
I'll
you, baby.
use a mage hand. 'Cause it's,
Okay.
it's like right on the cusp of how
Yeah,
to do it.
you can't quite see.
I can't. I'm having a hard time hearing Cooper.
I'm gonna tell you to stay, hug the wall with me, kind of thing.
Okay.
Everybody's hugging the wall.
And then I'm gonna use mage hand here, and
Okay.
so
What? Oh, the rock?
He goes,
Follow
he's kind of
this-
like looking over the edge.
And I'm just gonna follow the signs. You'll find me.
Harry then tries to cast silence, and you watch as he just grabs his holy symbol. And, Alright. How does this save? Oh god. I need to make
It's
a character.
his-
I need to make a character sheet for Harry.
Yeah, it should be his modifier.
You
plus
watch
half
as
his level.
you hear your spell cut off. He's just. You see him talking.
Oh. Now, guys, now!
run up and shocking grasp it.
Alright. Ah! So you get a flat-footed man, so make a touch attack against him.
Oh, please, guys, take him out, please! Oh!
Got a 1.
No!
Roll to confirm.
No! Ah!
8 plus my stuff. That would be 15.
You feel yourself enter the silence and lose the spell, and you're like, oh, fuck. And then you touch his back.
Okay, that's
Oh.
fine.
And then he kind of looks over at you. Roll initiative.
Ah! Why? Aw.
And then it's you and me. Let's go and sniff.
Alright, so everyone please roll initiative and give me one moment.
Yeah, why am I rolling so well? I've rolled 3 different dice because I'm like, oh, well, let's try this one.
Okay, I won't roll for the others until they're engaged.
That's fair.
20.
All right.
Not natural.
You got between 20 and 15.
20.
Meredith, are you frozen? Oh, okay.
No, she's not.
No, I didn't get.
Okay,
Oh.
you froze on my screen. So you just, like, stared straight into the oblivion. All right, so who got between 15 and 10?
12.
Oh, thank God. I was
11.
Okay. What did Harry get? Sorry.
Lower than that, I'm guessing.
1. Oh, 4. Oh, Harry.
Poor buddy.
Harry.
Harry.
Come on.
Oh.
Marasennah.
Okay. I'm gonna fuck. Okay.
Happy birthday to me. I'm gonna fuck. He's on the edge of the cliff.
Okay. Most of my spells will not work on him, so I'm actually gonna shoot him with an arrow.
All right, roll to hit.
Natural 1.
Roll to confirm.
Stab me in the back.
18 plus my dexterity of 2, so 20 plus 2 is 22.
Nice.
It lands on the ground right in front of you.
Fuck! You fucked it up!
5, 10. Yes, you can speak. All right. He now turns at Lark and just goes. And you see him take out his sword
Uh-oh.
That's his movement.
and makes an attack at you.
Okay.
What's your AC?
17, 18.
First one misses. Second one does hit. As he uses his longsword, you take 4 points of slashing damage silently. And just and then you see him just screaming. Or attempting to scream. His Harry's just Alright.
Nice.
Lark.
Stab him! Stab him in the jugular!
I wanna push him.
Alright.
Go first, Cankles!
I think that's a combat maneuver.
Maneuver. Yeah, so you should roll.
I think that's a
plus your combat
reposition.
maneuver.
I think. So reposition.
Push.
Yeah.
Smart I am.
Sorry, I'm not used to this.
His...
Oh my gosh, why would you do this? Or a... No, you can't bull rush. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm not used to you guys actually doing combat maneuvers.
How dare we?
Reposition. You can attempt
Listen.
interaction to overrun your target, moving through its... No. You can attempt to reposition. You can only reposition your opponent no more than one size category. Move position. Relation to your location without doing any harm. You do not have the improved position. Process active opportunity. You cannot use this maneuver to move forward in space that is intrinsically dangerous, such as a pit of fire or a wall.
Oh, so I can't push him.
There's gotta be some kind
Yeah,
of
you know what?
push.
Like a strength check?
I'll let you try. I think it's weird that you don't have the opportunity to try and push someone off a cliff. So I'll let you do the reposition, and I'll see if there's something else at some point. But for now, I'll let you do it.
Cool.
All right. So let's see. Okay. But it may put yourself in danger as well. Okay. So why don't you make a combat maneuver check?
4 plus 13.
So
is
17.
17.
All right. You feel him brace up against you as you start to push, and he gets his attack of opportunity.
Ugh.
You take, as a critical, 6 points of damage
Ouch.
as he slices into your hip, and you see this red blood flowing through your nice vest.
Yikes. Oof.
All right. Marasennah.
No, Mandalorian.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mandalion. I wrote Marasennah twice.
Okay, so I can't really see the board.
Bad guy. You.
Uh-huh.
Lark.
Okay.
Enemies. Harry.
Yeah.
Marasennah.
Okay. So if I go over to the bad guy, can I still attack him?
Yes.
Yeah.
You are on a dangerous edge of the cliff, but you can.
Could she go to the other side of me?
It would trigger an attack of opportunity, but you could move up here.
Okay.
Oh, he's got combat reflexes, yo.
But it would put you in a better position.
I'm gonna go ahead and, walk up to him, or whatever.
Straight up to him on the edge of the cliff?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to hit him with my longsword.
Alright, roll 2 hits. Do you get 1 attack or 2? I think it's only 1 right now, right?
With my sword?
Yeah.
Just one.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Unless you have your claws.
What is your base attack bonus? Is it plus 6 plus 1?
Pardon?
Is your base attack bonus plus 6 plus 1?
I don't know.
It should
Let's
be.
not go into this right now.
It's right. It's literally the first thing in red.
It does say, okay, so longsword, attack rolls plus 5, critical 19 to 20
No,
times
okay.
2.
So nope, you just get 1 attack. So roll to hit.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
Alright.
think we'll get multiple attacks until like 5.
Oh my god, I got a natural fucking 1.
Roll to confirm.
Melee! You and me! Melee!
Wow! 13. So
I need you-
That's what I got too.
I need you to roll damage.
Ooh, 8, 10.
All right.
Good.
You deal 3 points of damage to your weapon as you hit a rock.
What?
Oh.
It's okay.
What does that? What does that mean for my weapon?
It means eventually if you take enough damage, you can break it. So just keep track of how much damage.
Damage to my sword.
Harry. Oh my god. I don't have access to all of the spells because my computer's being a shit.
Do you have the PFSRD on your phone?
Hang on. Sorry.
It's okay. Take your time.
Not that any of his spells will necessarily work.
Well, does this have a verbal component?
No.
Because I
You're
didn't
right.
think so, because it's faith-based casting.
You watch as Harry kind of clutches the holy symbol, and you watch as the ground beneath the guy is coated in grease.
That was a good call.
That was a great call.
And then he moves up behind you and puts his hand on your shoulder, and you feel this like, yeah.
Oh, God.
Marasennah.
Hokidoki. Well,
The grease is flammable.
sure. That's a good point. But I also don't want to light my friends on fire, so...
Actually, wait a second. He can coat more than one space in grease. I think that he can cover more if so something's gonna happen.
Okay. Is he going to do it?
Or a 10-foot square. You watch as the grease reaches down to the lava below and ignites, and you see the guy is now wreathed in flame. You see the smoke rising as he starts to scream silently
Uh-oh.
as he takes damage.
Yikes.
And he's just kind of flailing wildly. Now it's Marasennah's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot him.
Alright, shoot him.
Ooh! 17 plus 4. So
That does hit.
21. Sick. It's a D4, I think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. Tis. 4!
Nice.
Alright.
The most damage I've ever done with my bow, guys.
And you watch as he takes it in his shoulder and just like... And you see him screaming and burning.
Ah!
Fire has a
On his
Oh.
turn, he takes 6 points of burning damage. And you watch as he attempts to grapple you. What is your combat maneuver defense?
18.
He does not grapple you.
Greasy motherfucker.
Growth.
Lark. Now the flaming man trying to grab you reminds you of the Pixie Pub.
All over again! I'm gonna take a 5-foot step to my left. And then I'm going to stab him.
Alright, roll to hit.
Stab.
Please hit.
19.
Oh,
That's a crit.
nice.
That hits. Roll to confirm.
That's a 17.
Oh!
Nice.
You have now critical.
Crit! First crit!
Crit! Congratulations!
Roll damage.
Woo!
You multiply all damage,
All damage?
including strength and
Oh, that's cool.
yeah. There's good shit.
Good shit, yeah, that's good shit. So that's gonna be 12.
Alright. So you watch as you slice into him and you see this vein on his leg is cut and it's slowly, and he's just bleeding, gushing, and you watch as he kind of wavers a little bit. He's not looking good, but he looks like he still has a few hits in him.
That's cool.
Mandalion.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
She's so poor.
I muted because I was yawning, and then you're like, oh, call on me. Shit. Okay, I guess I will try with my sword again.
Alright.
You sword, Meredith.
Used to hit.
I have switched dice, so hopefully... 7 plus 5 is 12.
That does not hit.
Mara. Nice try.
And your base attack bonus is +2.
Wait a minute, you did 5 damage because you have your +1 for your birthday bonus.
Yay! Thank you for remembering
The
what I
most
didn't.
you will ever do.
That is the most I will ever do with my bow.
Alright. Is there anything else you would like to do, Mandalion?
Until I get it enchanted, that is.
No.
Okay.
Fuck really loudly and...
Okay, you'll fuck in the silent space.
You guys are welcome to scream as much as you want.
Harry moves over here and tries to push the guy.
In the silence, no one can hear you scream.
Yeah.
And you watch as he shoves the guy and he slips in the grease, and you watch as he attempts to grab onto the end of the greasy.
Ledge. Oh,
Greasy on greasy.
And he holds and falls into the lava as he's holding on to it.
we need to save his armor.
And he takes more damage from the lava as it's sputtering onto his legs.
Oh shit.
Marasennah.
Yeah. I'm gonna creepity-creep my way. Right here.
Alright, you were teetering on the edge.
I'm gonna wink, blow a kiss, and then I'm gonna shoot him with the arrow.
Alright,
Or with the bow. No! It doesn't hit.
what'd you roll?
I'm pretty sure it's like an 8.
Okay, that does not hit. So it goes by him and you see it like burn into the lava and splatters, and you just...
I'm just gonna
Is he still on
poke my
major
head back
fire?
out.
What was that?
Is he still on major fire?
He's in the lava.
He's on fire and the lava. He did not take time to put himself out. So
Double on fire.
So he's on fire and in the lava. And you watch as he is like barely holding on. And then he just tries to move over to the side. And manages to just barely hold on.
Oh no.
Lark,
I'm gonna help him out.
you're gonna grab his flaming hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get him more on here. And I'm gonna look to Mandalion and go.
Make a
Stir him up.
I guess that's reposition, I guess. Make a combat maneuver at disadvantage because he's greasy.
And on fire.
Yes. You will probably take fire damage if you're okay with that.
That's true. Oh, neat.
Oh, nice.
30.
At disadvantage?
Oh, that is it.
No.
20.
Ah. So good.
You take 2 points of fire damage as your hands are now on fire.
What do I do for money?
And he is
Put a
pulled
lot of
up.
faith in Mandalion's ability to stab right now.
Curse on the ass.
Mandalion.
He's prone.
Ready,
He's
ready,
prone.
ready,
And he's
ready.
flanked, so you got extra advantages here.
It's true, so you got a +2 to your attack.
Okay.
Fuck him up,
Okay.
Mandy.
Does prone help anything?
I'm gonna
Yeah,
just
it gets
go
a
for
minus.
this
He's
freaking
flat-footed.
sword again, I
Okay.
think.
So it's his lower.
Since he is on fire. So.
You can do it! Curve stomp his butt. Curve stomp his butt. Curve stomp his butt.
No!
That does hit.
Oh wait, it was but +2 would have been 17.
Yes!
So,
Even better.
17.
how would you like to kill this 1 hit point flaming man?
Yes!
Do it.
I'm just gonna like, not like grossly, you know. I'm just gonna like kind of just stab up into the heart, you know, not like
So you're
stab.
gonna like get down and you just ram it through his neck
Yeah,
into his heart and you just
yeah, but I'd just be like, okay, put you out of his misery, dude.
It's a quick death.
So as the smell of burning flesh hits your nostril, you stab him and he falls down and he still continues to crisp. Harry still maintains the spell, just like...
I'm gonna put him out.
Alright, so I would like you to...
Take an action. Put him out.
Yeah, okay, roll a d20 for me.
17.
Okay, you put out his fire, you roll him around, so silently crinkling, and then you hear the spell stop as you hear kind of the... So you now have a burnt man.
Oh no.
Perfect. I'm gonna drag his body.
We're gonna make a
Behind
festival after you.
There we go.
Alright,
And I'm gonna put him up against the wall and lay him there and be like,
alright.
good
I'm
job,
sorry,
team.
that was an awful joke.
That was a good job, team. Yeah.
Okay, are you searching his body or doing anything?
Hell yeah, I'm searching his body.
Okay, so his body is still warm, and your hands were put out. I'll give it to you. Still warm. Okay, roll perception to search his
In his
corpse.
pockets.
Oh my
What?
god.
There's no pockets left.
In his flesh pockets.
Oh,
16.
you
No.
Cooper, why?
No, flesh pockets are. Ah,
What
it's
am
a
I-
prison pocket, Cooper.
Is this,
Perception.
Oh.
No, you are not trying to sneak this out
do
of
this out, and
him.
this is
You're just
perception.
trying to search his dead corpse.
Okay. 16.
Alright, you search around, you find some hot gold pieces. There's 2 of them. You also find burnt pieces of paper that are illegible at the moment.
Aw.
You can also take off his armor if you wanted to, but that would be loud.
No.
Is the armor
No.
in good shape at
We'll
all, or is
It's just burnt.
Okay.
It's dark.
It's crispy.
Yeah,
So we could technically press
It's
it with
metal,
the
it's
potato.
not... The only part that seems to be broken is like the greaves, because
Okay.
they were in lava.
Well, we'll just cut off his head later and bring it back with us. That's all we need, is the helmet and his head.
You're right.
With
Good
bounty.
point.
Good point. Good point.
So,
You hear yelling, Partry, where are you?
Oh.
That's it.
We need to repeat what we just did.
Partry!
Yep, round 2.
I'm assuming you're not on the edge of the cliff.
No.
Partry!
Ghost sounds. Make ghost sounds.
Away or towards?
Like towards where
He
we
kind
are.
of looks, Partry!
Oh, no. Sound.
Like
Ghost
ghost sounds.
sounds.
Like as
Alright,
in
what noise are you making? And where?
mumbling poop break. Just kidding.
This is the sound of...
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's what I'm doing.
He didn't have to do that. I'm sorry.
That's the best.
Like
I
down
couldn't think of
here,
anything else.
like-
He ate something bad. He ate some spicy food.
Yeah, really messy, gross.
Where? Like, where are you...
In the bush.
That he's looking in?
No, he's not looking in.
Like this bush?
Yeah. Just
I'll be right back.
I have to look at ghosts.
like just so it's so uncomfortable that like you wouldn't want to address.
Oh.
Yeah. And clearly like I'll give you some privacy, kind of thing.
Following the sound.
I was gonna be like, cool, but I was like, no, there's no burns.
Okay.
Poop sounds.
He's having diarrhea in the bush.
You can make a will save to disbelieve the shit. I told you not to eat that! Oh, God!
Yeah, and if he makes any steps towards us, it's just gonna be worse. He's gonna be
So now, because you can make it sound like 4 people, it now sounds like multiple people are shitting in this bush and just... Oh, God. He just looks horrified as he's staring into the bush, just like, you take all the time. Oh, you hear him gagging a little bit.
I'm just gonna turn over to all my friends and go,
And just,
panicked.
he's now keeling over, looking away, throwing up into this bush, just...
We should stick his helmet up over the ledge like he's looking around.
What's our game plan? What do we do from here? I can only do poop for so long.
No. Poop for a little bit. And then, after a little while, we could take his helmet off, poke it up over the edge, and look around. And then he'll get suspicious, and then he'll come down trying to find him. And then we can strike. Again, how many times can you silence Harry? God damn it!
I can do it again.
He just, like, suddenly gets so forgetful, man.
Don't have his character sheet.
You say that as if he's a person who forgot it.
I can do that again a couple times.
Okay.
I
This
feel
sounds like a solid plan, all.
I'm worried about the ogre.
Just lower them one at a time.
Okay, well, I don't think he's gonna care about the shitting man. Petrie, are you okay?
I'm gonna grab the helmet and I'm gonna say, "Can we get some help down here?"
Does this insinuate that I can cast talking?
Yeah, but it doesn't. It's not
intelligible.
intelligible, but it's like.
So it sounds like a crowd.
Yeah.
So,
Or like someone's talking, but you can't discern what they're saying. Like if you heard them
It's
from like another
muffled.
room.
yeah, so I want his muffled voice.
Yeah.
Kind of like a groan. Yeah.
You need.
I'm not coming over there.
No, that's not what we needed. We needed him to come over.
You can help yourself. Oh, Partridge. Oh, God.
I need your help.
I would like you to roll.
Bluff check.
Yes, influence to try and...
Okay.
No, performance to try and replicate his voice.
Oh god.
Because you heard his voice. It's not a
Oh.
disadvantage.
25. A disadvantage?
Not a disadvantage because
Oh,
you
okay.
actually heard his voice.
Okay.
Just...
Oh yeah, because I was talking to him.
Yeah,
25.
so what are you saying?
I need you to come down here for a minute.
Why? I'm not wiping your ass.
No, I just need your help. I need your help, man.
Emotional support.
Emotional support.
You owe me one.
you owe
Slenderman
me.
gonna get you while you're shitting.
So I'm just thinking, but
We're a good thing we're friends, Partridge.
we're pals,
Man, I need
man.
you to hold my hair back.
You don't have any hair.
No.
Just come straight to the edge, and then he's just like,
Shut up.
buddy. So you reach up and grab him.
Pull him down.
Okay, so you cast Shocking Grasp, roll to grab him.
Oh man. I hope you grab him and pull him down.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yay!
Roll to confirm.
2, 3.
Actually, with the natural 20, you critical. If you...
Yeah,
Hey,
on a spell.
Yeah, so what did you roll?
4 plus. So it's a touch, so it'd just be like a my
Plus-
base
Touch
dex bonus.
attack.
Mm,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that would be
Would he technically be flat-footed because he
11.
didn't know?
11. That's
That's-
confirmed.
Yeah, that's not critical, but you do hit him. So roll damage as you grab him, and Harry's like, after you cast it, quiet.
Nice.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9
All right, just, and then Harry just, but you see that you feel the silence spell did not take effect as he rolled a natural 20 on it.
Ah. Okay.
So, everyone roll initiative
Oh,
against
Jesus
this
Christ.
new dude.
Just take them all out one at a time. Oh.
Nice.
Alright, who got above a 20? Okay, Lark, what'd you get?
I got a 23.
Alright. Who got between 20 and 15?
18.
I got 15.
Nice.
Alright, Lark. It is now your turn again as you're holding onto his arm.
I'd like to cast Shocking Grasp again.
Alright, since you're holding on to him, I won't make you roll for it.
Oh, hell yeah.
As a benefit of your natural 20.
Ooh,
9, 10, 11, 12. 12, I got 12.
nice.
Ooh. And since he's wearing metal armor, right?
Yes.
Oh,
That
shit.
has hit bonuses.
Ooh.
It might just be like he's dazed or something like that. But give me a second. Sure. Okay.
Okay. You gain a +3 bonus on attack rolls if the opponent is wearing metal armor. That's only on attack.
Okay.
Which means that he would have criticaled on his previous one.
Yeah, because I got 15.
So you would have done... You did 9 points, would have been 18 points of damage.
Oh, shit.
And then this damage,
Oh,
which you said is
shit.
12.
Yeah.
He falls down dead.
Awesome.
Lay him into the poop bush!
So you've now dragged him in.
Dragged him through the shit.
And just, you pull him down.
Yep.
I need you to make a
That
dexter...
is
Or
awesome.
make an acrobatics check to not have him clank to the ground. Anyone else can assist.
Wait, no, but it's silent.
I will
Oh, no,
assist,
never mind.
how do
Just
I
kidding.
assist?
Just kidding.
Alright, roll a d20 and add your acrobatics, and if you beat 10, let me know.
I didn't.
Alright, 21, you kind of cradle him and you take him down. As you see his still smoking flesh.
Set him next to his buddy, so they're both just sitting. One's up ahead on the other one.
Okay.
Aw.
I'm gonna search his shit.
Alright, so roll
Nicely done.
roll perception on him.
11.
Oh.
Alright, you find 3 silver, 12 copper.
Ooh.
You also
found
find his
33
armor. He also still has in his sheath a longsword.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Hey, my friends, I couldn't help but tell that your sword's a little banged up. You want a new one? Madeline?
Oh, who, me?
The one who
Sorry.
has the blunt sword now.
Sure, that sounds great.
There you go. Now you got a new long sword that's sharp.
I would like you to also, as you're looking at it, make a spellcraft check.
Uh-oh.
Magical. That's 12.
This is a masterwork weapon.
Oh,
So-
shit.
Mandaline, that means that you get to roll, you add +1 to damage and +1 to attack rolls with this weapon.
Nice.
Way better. How much copper do we have?
I think it was 12 copper?
Well,
Close enough.
No, it was 3
You'll have to
remind me.
silver, 12. Oh, yeah.
And then
So, I'm sorry, what was that, Meredith?
You'll have to remind me of everything again. I'm writing it.
Yeah, you just had-
Masterwork
it's-
sword.
Yeah, so it's +1 to attack and damage.
Okay.
And that is multiplied on a critical.
Woo. Nice,
Okay.
Meredith. New
Yeah, that's-
equipment, yo.
that's super dope.
That is very nice.
And are you leaving your broken or damaged longsword?
Yes, I figure I will just go ahead and ditch that. Do they weigh the
They weigh the exact same, just one's a little bit nicer.
Yeah, one's
Ooh.
well crafted.
There we go.
It's probably prettier, you know?
Yeah,
So let me just.
buddies.
Okay. Okay. That went well. What do we
We
do
did
from
good,
here?
guys.
What do we do from here? Should 2 of you guys put on the armor and then pretend to be bossies and...
Could we get away with the armor? She
Well,
said it was
who
like,
would we talk to at this point?
We could just sneak inside the building. You don't have to say anything.
That's true.
We can just... We can
But
even have
then the
one
rest
person...
of us would need to go in as well.
Couldn't you just pretend you captured us and are dragging us in?
You talking
That's
to me?
And I was.
Us.
Oh.
You and me could be captured with
But they
Mandolin.
don't take prisoners.
Well,
They have diggers.
Are we gonna kill the diggers? Maybe the diggers are slaves.
I'm a little
I
worried
was
about that
just gonna
orc.
say they have the diggers, so we could be dragging people in as potential new diggers.
You okay with a little digging on your birthday?
We could kill the orc and then go from there.
You really want to try to kill an orc?
I mean, if we all push really hard.
We saw how well that worked with that last guy.
Into the lava.
Yeah.
I'm
There
sure
is a lava pool between us and it.
we could grease the ground up until him and set him on fire.
Ooh.
Or can we push him into the grease and slide his butt into that lava pool?
Is there a declining slope there?
There's not a slope. If we can get him closer, I can try. Why is orc not in Bestiary 1? That's the first thing I would think of.
Is it not in there?
No, it's not in Bestiary 1. Oh, there we are, 222. There we go. I don't know what I was looking at, but it was not even close.
Maybe we could lure it right up to the lava pool.
I think I was looking for cork.
Dandelion, I can also make it really big if you like.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, he is a large orc. He's a kind of a
If you want to
Very-
wrestle him.
So we'll keep that as an option.
Okay.
It looks like this. So now that you're close-ish and don't have anything in the way, I would say probably Marasennah and Lark roll knowledge nature checks.
20, not natural.
Not that high. 11.
Okay, he's an orc.
Okay.
You can tell that this orc is larger than he should be.
Genetically modified.
He is a GMO orc, a GM orc. But it looks like his head's smaller than it should be for his size, which means he might be dumber.
Oh.
Maybe. It's a gamble.
We can lure him into the lava.
We could.
You also see his chains
Oh.
don't seem to be tied to anything.
If he's a slave, we can convince him to work for us.
Do I have a padlock? Somebody had a padlock. I
Do
think.
any of you speak orc?
I do.
You speak orc?
I do.
And you have
I do
message, do you
not.
not?
No, I don't have message.
Well, could you talk through me?
Okay. Speak for you, maybe.
Can't
That's an
hurt.
option.
Well, it would be fun to lure an orc over.
How are we going to do that? You're not known to be the most convincing of folk, Mr. Poop Bush.
Orcs are not smart,
That's true.
or wise, or charismatic.
What do you know about orcs?
I know enough about them.
Disgusting, sloppish creatures. But they do a lot of good mining.
I like the drums in the music.
Thanks. This one is called Firestorm. No, Fire Song. So it's very fitting. I didn't even remember what the song sounded like. I just like the title of it. What you thinking there?
I don't know. We can try and lure him over. What do you want me to do? Lure him over the lava pit? Lure him to the edge of the cliff?
You could tell him that you'll give him freedom. Say, I see you, orc. I see that they've shamed you by putting these manacles on you. But I will set you free. All you need to do is step into that beautiful lava pit. And night you will be free.
So brutal.
How convincing are you?
Oh my goodness.
Isn't that what they want when they're manacled? Isn't that what any caged individual wants, is freedom? You could lie and say,
She's got
I'm a
point.
spirit of the pit. Or the spirit of the fire, and I know how to set you free. They're so dim-witted, they wouldn't know the difference. Turns out he's the smartest orc ever.
But hello, I'm a scholar.
It is quite nice to meet
Does he
you.
adjust his spectacles?
He turns around. Yes, quite good.
Fixes cufflinks.
His tie, yeah.
I only have these manacles to remind me of the hardships that my peoples go through.
Okay, give me a minute.
I'd like you to roll perception on the orc.
11.
He is asleep.
Oh.
Standing up, just...
Oh.
I can wake him up and try to convince him that I'm a spirit of the magma.
Maybe we shouldn't wake him up at all.
Okay.
That's a good call. Let sleeping orcs lie.
Whomever is
I like
looking not at the orc, if there's anyone, roll perception.
Definitely don't work.
I think I'm speculating
All right.
with him about the orc.
Are there keys on the bodies of our friends? Or are our dead
You can roll perception again, now that you're...
looking for something?
Yes.
That's 20.
Yeah,
Nice.
there's a key ring right on his belt. You don't know how you missed it. Oh, it's probably because it's hidden under the burnt flap of flesh.
Gross.
There are two, and there's one in a belt pocket on the other one.
Smells like barbecue.
There's a lot of blood on the one that you shocked that's kind of pouring.
Can you press a digitation list?
What do you mean?
Cool. I didn't take that one today. We can free the prisoners. We have the keys now. What do we say about that?
Do you think that would be wise? Just because
I
there's only
think-
2 captains doesn't mean that there aren't more.
I think if they're prisoners, freeing them would be a good thing, and they might end up helping us in exchange.
This is
Well,
true.
the problem is if we free them, what about when we need to leave?
What about when we what?
Need to leave. Do we leave
They
them
don't have
here?
to
Do we
take
take some
them
on the
with us.
boat with us? Do we trust them?
Hey, we got them free. They don't have to. We don't have to.
They're
do
on
anything
their
else.
own,
Yeah,
yeah.
They're on their own after that. But we got them away and free.
We're
Oh,
giving
shit.
them a chance.
Yeah, we can't do all the heavy lifting. We're not
Exactly.
saints here.
They're lucky enough to get that.
Do we free the orc? I mean, he does not chain to anything. Maybe he'll just wander off.
I suppose that's fine.
I have no qualm with that.
Do we want to also wear this armor, just in case?
I think it would be a good idea.
Yes. Buy us
just in
some
case
time.
we're questioned.
I don't do too
Always
well
good to have a disguise.
in heavy armor. It is very inconvenient for me, and I can't do very good. I'm not nearly as good at what I'm
About
doing
that.
when I'm wearing heavy armor. I'm a very light on my feet kind of fighter, and that also means that I'm not going to be we're not going to be able to stealth our way very well. I think we should stick to the shadows and just try to be all sneaky like.
And then you see Harry. I can wear it. It doesn't impact me.
You could wear it.
Ooh,
Oh my
okay.
god, plate mail gives a +9 armor bonus.
Damn.
-6 armor check penalty.
Oof. Don't
Yep.
fall off the cliff, Harry.
I
Whatever
can
you
put
do.
it on if you help me. I don't know if it's gonna help us.
If you want to, you can. I think we should just avoid it.
Maybe we'll leave it here.
We do need to take the heads before we leave.
Yeah.
Oh, you can chop them off later.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we can get them on the way back.
There we go.
Do we even want to free the prisoners? Do we want to leave them? I mean, do we know they're prisoners?
We could
We
message
can
him
free
and ask
them
him.
on the way back, too.
Message one
Yeah.
of them and ask him if they're
Figure it
prisoner.
out on the way back. I like that idea.
Okay. So are we sneaking into the tower?
They could also be a wonderful distraction.
Yes.
That's true too. Okay.
We can free them later.
Where's your lights are light? Oh, I see.
That's the front door, no?
Yes.
Do we have to go through here to get to front door?
No. That's a trench below it.
Okay,
So we
can
just have to
go through
sneak
this
in. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Alright. I'm fine with sneaking in, and we have backup plan. If they try to call us out on it, we can free them. And be like, here we go.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Okay.
So if you guys are preparing to sneak in and you look, the orc is still asleep, and you hear the of the digging. That's where we're going to end it for tonight.
Yay! We did things.
You did!
Did the thing.
And no one died!
drink
You killed the
blood.
guy by shocking him twice!
Okay.
You shocked him to death!
Low five.
Goodbye.
Too slow.
Like that one guy he shocked.
You just like gently caressed his back. You were like, ooh.
So many muscles. Like,
Through his
oh my
plate
god,
armor.
you're so cut. Yeah, through your plate armor. Oh, you're so cut.
You beautiful
Beautiful
specimen.
specimen. We have no chance.
It's so weird that repositions like you can't put him into something dangerous. I think what I'm gonna do probably is just raise the DC. Is like if you're gonna push him into, it's the difference because if you're gonna push
What
someone.
if the push is like an attack though? Because like you're doing their AC. So
You're not trying to do any damage though, so
yeah.
I think
I
that
think it should be a combat
Unarmed,
check. I
it
would
could
say
be
it'd
like
be
an
something
unarmed
simple.
strike.
I would just say it's
Combat
probably
check.
like a +5 because it's harder. Because
If
there's a
it was
difference
a-
between like being if someone's pushing you like back a step on to level ground versus like I'm gonna push you off a goddamn. So if you're gonna fight a little harder.
I think if I was trying to push somebody off a cliff or something, then yeah, the DC should be raised. But if I was trying to just push somebody regularly, it
It
should be
would just be a reposition.
just a
Okay,
regular.
that's what I think I'm gonna stick with for now.
Because with that regard, it's like it's no more difficult than trying to grapple somebody.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. How do you guys feel? It's Marasennah's birthday!
Yay!
She's 2001-ish.
Can I ask my gold?
That she saw
What
her
was that?
friend's
Oh,
dead.
how much gold did you get?
3 gold.
All my
3
friends
silver,
are
12
dead.
copper.
It's like that little dinosaur book.
Right?
All my friends are dead.
I have that book.
Happy birthday to me.
Womp, womp, womp,
And then
womp.
all my friends are still dead.
I'm still laughing about it. You call me Mr. Cleric Man? I have a name.
So you said 11 silver,
No, 3 silver. 3 silver,
3 gold, and
3
12
gold,
copper.
and 12 copper, yeah.
You call me Mr. Cleric, man. He was so offended.
So here's to you, Mr. Cleric Man.
I love that.
I know, me too. I'm so glad you knew.
Of course.
Oh my god, so funny.
Lemons.
It feels like more money when you see it in person. Guys, y'all did great.
Woo, we didn't
That's
die.
fun.
Huzzah.
Oh my gosh, there's so much platinum in here. Like, what are you guys buying?
No, that was all the platinum that I used.
Oh, that's right.
Remember?
That's right.
Yeah.
Because there's like,
I still have 30 platinum, but I spent 700 or 70 platinum.
I have like a fifth of what you have.
I know, it's because I
well,
sold
that's
an
because you're a
expensive
gambling
item.
man.
That's 'cause
I
don't
also
have any
paid
loot.
your freedom with it.
Well, I don't have any
for 3
loot. I have
months.
nothing to sell.
I know, but that's what I'm saying is
At
sold
some point,
something.
you could probably take the broken or damaged longsword and sell it.
That's fine.
Plus, if you keep carrying heads with you.
We might get a reward from that dickhole guy who's a dickhole.
The military.
The dickhole.
Alright, well, thank you all for joining us. We won't be here next week, but we will be back on the 14th of April.
Woo!
May.
14th of May. Oh my gosh.
So long.
It's just been the weirdest months.
It's been really fun, yeah.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, so thanks for joining us, and we'll be back in a couple weeks.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye.